ValvolineInstant.com for game-winning coupons and to find the Valvoline Instant Oil Change location nearest you.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change, powering ESPN LA breaking news.
John Ireland here. You want a vodka that's championship caliber? Look for Blue Ice Vodka at Ralph's, America's largest potato vodka, double gold rated, just 64 calories an ounce. Classic, Huckleberry, or double espresso. Blue Ice Vodka, vodka with standards.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
Michelle here. Look, in sports, the best teams know when to make their move. Sherwin-Williams is making theirs with their summer sale. We're talking 30% off select paints and stains, or 35% off their new product, Emerald Symmetry, July 17th through the 27th. You know, I've been looking at these studio walls. They could use a little more red. Get that cardinal spirit going. Yeah, I like that. You can order online for delivery or swing by your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station. The Summer of Schwartz on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go be Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
Dude. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the güero on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
I don't know if that was planned, but that was incredible.
I'm just waiting for an entrance,
That was incredible.
Go, Lens. I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation that someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo? Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
So,
my girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face.
Beautiful.
Okay,
so
let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, Beto, where you been, homeboy?
Good morning. 7:03 on a feel-good Friday, a Schwanzaholic Friday.
Yeah.
Cappy, Beto, the Cisco Kid, and you on a Friday morning, this 24th of July, 2026. Well,
yeah,
Cappy,
like
how do you feel? You got off the air last night at 9 p.m. with Rams revealed.
Right.
And what was revealed? Brand new alternate jerseys,
The fearsome white, the classic soul.
Look good.
They are beautiful, honestly.
Look real. The white ones are
white ones are. I tried to order something so I'd have it ready for Chalk Talk when I interview Les Snead next week.
Right.
It won't come for like a week. Damn it.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
You know all about that, man. It takes a while to get there.
So I might just wear a tank top like McAfee.
Yeah. Oh, that's a very good idea.
Like, hey, Les, I'm doing my McAfee today.
Yeah. I dare you. I dare you. I don't have money to give you, but I would give you money if I could to do that.
I would love it if you would wear like a really tight white tank top while interviewing Les Snead. God, that'd be hot.
I need a waxing before then.
Yeah, that would be hot.
When is your Chalk Talk?
Wednesday.
Okay.
DeMarco and I, Les Snead, and apparently Sean McVay may drop by, which they're not going to tell me, so I won't be prepped for.
No, not really.
Well,
I'm just going to walk out. I'll be like, Coach is here. DeMarco, you got it, right?
Well, why don't you just do this? If Coach shows up, just say, Coach, you guys plan on playing complimentary football, and then just let him go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's just all you have to do. Just say complimentary football, and he'll
I'd
go.
like a round of applause, not for you or Geeter for last night's performance, but the star of your show last night. And I listened to
not mine,
2.5 hours of it, and it was great. But producer Emily.
She was awesome.
I feel bad that I didn't put her in the imaging because she really hosted the show.
Oh, she was amazing.
did she?
Yeah.
Oh, she was incredible. I don't think there's anybody at this radio station, including DeMarco, by the way, that knows more about this Rams team and this Rams organization than producer Emily.
Absolutely.
She was amazing last night on the air and off the air. Great working with her. It's always fun to kind of mix and match our teams here at ESPN LA. And that's pretty much the first time I've really worked with Emily. She was fantastic last night.
Well, you could have worked with her more this Rams season, but you chose not to, with stuff. So
that's not even remotely accurate.
Meanwhile, the funny thing about, because we have beaten Geeter down with a stick, he just immediately just folded to Emily. Like, she would jump in and he would just be like, sorry.
She's intimidating to work with if you don't know her.
But we've also made Geeter a little trepidatious now.
Oh, good word.
Hey, you scared him.
Well,
really
also, he knew that he was in a professional setting, and the Rams executives, YouTube theater.
By the way,
different show. There's no schwans there last night.
But guess who mentioned the Summer of Schwans? Emily. And it was amazing.
Yeah, she did. She's a big fan of the Summer of Schwans. She is a big fan of the Summer of Schwans. Last night was amazing. One of my favorite parts of last night, though, was we got a chance to meet Tony Pastores. And I said to him last night, I said, Tony, it's interesting. When you hear Les Snead, Sean McVay, Kevin Demoff, they'll always say, and Tony. They always throw Tony's name in there. And honestly, if you're a Rams fan, you may be saying to yourself what I said to myself, which was, who the hell is Tony? Like, what you guys say it like we're all supposed to know who he is. And we had such an interesting conversation with this guy last night. He's 38 years old. He's been with the Rams organization pre-LA when they were back in St. Louis. He's been with them for 17 years. He's the chief operating officer. He was a kid from a small town in Minnesota where he was a really good high school football player, won 2 state championships. Thank you. Won 2 state championships and then went on to play at Dartmouth. And in his senior year at Dartmouth, on his bio, they asked him, what is it you eventually want to do for a living? And his answer was, I want to be a general manager in the NFL. I want to be a front office executive. So he knew this, going back to 2009 when he was still playing college ball. But he's a name that on occasion you hear them say Tony as if you're supposed to know who he is. And I haven't ever met him until last night. And he was incredible. So, being there for the Rams reveal, I obviously, Beto, was hoping that it was going to be Aaron Donald last night. They didn't go Hollywood on us and come up with this massive reveal. But they did show off some new uniforms, including that fearsome white. Immediately once I saw it, I went, this looks like Deacon Jones and Rosie Greer
where's Roman
and
Gable
Merlin
at?
Olsen. Yeah, it looked like the old school fearsome foursome defensive line sort of jerseys, and the stars of last night. Matthew Stafford, you assume. But Beto, Myles Garrett, and McDuffie, Trent McDuffie, these guys, the crowd went nuts last night because they knew that these 2 additions on the defensive side, they're the game-changing players and the game-changing additions to this Rams roster.
Yeah, it was cool. I was watching a little bit in and out, yesterday. And just to support my boys, I got to take care of you guys, help you out. But I was about to leave a comment in the YouTube chat, but there were so many people in that chat, like a couple thousand.
It was insane.
That I didn't even want to bother typing anything because the comments were going so fast. Like, you would not have seen it. So it was cool. Good experience for you guys. But what I liked yesterday was the Rams social media team did a fantastic job playing this up because they had the players tease the video, right, where they went in the locker room and they're like, oh, wow. So we figured it was going to be the new uniforms. But then afterwards, they showed the team store, the lines to get that jersey exclusively for the people that were able to be there at the Rams reveal. That was awesome. Our boy Raza was sitting there front row because he just recently had a knee replacement surgery. And that you're talking about the players coming out there. You can hear the ovation for these guys. And YouTube Theater is an awesome place. We did a fight there when it had just opened up, and the acoustics are great. I think I saw Trenier there a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Trenier.
I think it was her.
Yeah, dude.
I saw Lisa there. It was
was Cold Jam in full force with her?
Some of the jams.
I saw Keith Sweat and Cisco. It's a great place,
It's a great place, very intimate, small, but you can hear how loud the Rams fans were yesterday. That was cool, man.
It really was because nobody knew what the Rams were going to reveal. And again, for us, we were in the dark. And so we showed up there yesterday. By the way, Beto, Morales, the whole crew, that was my first time ever in the YouTube theater. And when
awesome,
you go
right?
to a Rams game, when you go to a Rams game, you're like, wow, they built a theater right here. And you go in and you're like, oh, my God, this place is amazing. So I've not seen a concert or a comedy show or anything there yet, but it looks incredible. And you're right, man. The fans were piled in. And Matthew Stafford was on the stage. And to me, you guys tell me what you think. But, the Rams have been back now. It's 10 years. But Matthew Stafford is LA's quarterback. For all those years where you didn't have an NFL team, now you have an NFL team. But I don't think Jared Goff ever became LA's quarterback. Now, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
There you go.
Right, he did not win a Super Bowl.
You win, we love you.
Right, but even after the Rams won the Super Bowl and they had their celebration at the Coliseum, it wasn't like the Dodgers going down the street of in downtown LA.
You just said it. They've only been here 10 years.
I understand.
Don't even give me they were here before because most people don't remember them being here before.
I think my point is that watching the way the fans are reacting to their quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Now, even I think I said it last night, if the Rams were to win the Super Bowl this upcoming season, they could have a parade. It may not be exactly what the Dodgers just had last year, but it'll be a lot bigger than what it was last time because the NFL is back in L.A. It's established. You have a Super Bowl champion. You're getting ready to host your second Super Bowl, and you have a Hall of Fame quarterback. And now this roster has been built really to win this Super Bowl this year yet again when the Rams are the host city.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching the fans' reaction – they love this team now. They've fallen in love with this team. They love the ownership and their commitment to winning. And last night was just a brilliant event by the Rams.
You just said the commitment to winning, right? In L.A., when the Rams first came back 10 years ago, remember we talked about it yesterday with Jeff Fisher? Nobody really cared because they weren't winning. They were a bad product. It's like, oh, boy, you can't just show up to a city that hasn't seen you for a generation and put out a bad product. They changed it up when they hired Sean McVay. Fantastic Hall of Fame coach eventually, right? But you have to sustain the winning times. Even when you're not the Super Bowl favorite, you still better be a playoff team. And with the Matthew Stafford situation, where he is a Hall of Fame quarterback, right? He shows up and they make the trade for him, but he performs, Cappy. And yes, the parade, if there is another one anytime soon, will be bigger because even when they won a few years ago, it was cool. But Cappy, there's now a generation of kids that are growing up with Rams. There's a reason these new uniforms are out there. Yes, it is marketing, but they're going back to their roots. And like the details, the tiny little details in the yellow uniforms, how that stripe reminds people of the uniform that they wore when they played in the Coliseum, right? Those little details. The white uniforms, I've always thought they looked amazing. I've never seen a modern version of it. Cappy, I'm not a jersey guy. I don't buy jerseys, but if I was a Rams fan, I'd get one of each yesterday. And it's not selling it. I'm not like hyping it up. They just look beautiful. And usually I don't like the new team reveals because they're usually ugly. But no, these are perfect.
Yeah, and again, as soon as I saw it last night, I went, wow, this looks like, again, this is fearsome foursome. This is Deacon Jones, Merlin Olsen, Rosie Greer, Lamar Lundy.
But all those names, the new generation doesn't know them, but now they're being introduced to that. And that's where the Rams, going back to the history and the lineage, offering the new fans an opportunity to say, hey, this is what we used to be, and here, learn about it. That's cool right there.
And I also thought, to exactly to your point, look, a new generation of Rams fans is growing up in L.A., and those young kids may not realize the history of the Rams in L.A. and the star players. And that's why last night, to sit down with Eric Dickerson and to sit down with Jackie Slater.
I saw the Slater one. Man, he's awesome.
Oh, he's great, man. And I just gave him like this massive guilt trip when we got off the air. I'm like, bro, you have got to be on our show and on the station as the season goes on. He was so funny in telling the story about when Eric Dickerson got to the Rams. Jackie Slater, at this point, he's an established NFL player. And look, Jackie Slater played 20 years in the NFL and played all of his entire career for the Rams, even went from L.A. to St. Louis with the Rams. Jackie Slater looked at Eric Dickerson when Dickerson was drafted and went, that's our running back? That guy can't be a running back, because Jackie had in his mind what a running back looked like. He was short, maybe kind of thick, quick, but he didn't think that Eric Dickerson, who was tall and built but lean looking, he was like, well, this guy could be a wide receiver or a tight end. That's not a running back. And then as Eric Dickerson was whizzing by him, hitting holes and going up the field, Jackie Slater realized, okay, this is a new style of running back that the NFL is introducing. Because Eric Dickerson, Beto, taller and leaner, but again, built and thick and fast and rocking every possible piece of equipment he could find in the training room.
Neck roll, baby, the neck roll.
And I said to him, I go, why the neck roll, man? He goes, because I thought it looked cool, dude.
It did.
Because back in the day, Beto, all those guys, like, they wore neck rolls to look tough.
Did you do this as a kid, Cappy? Get like a towel, roll it up, and put it inside your shirt?
Definitely. My God, definitely. All the time. Loved that.
Yeah.
But it was also cool because Eric Dickerson was talking about the reason he wore every piece of equipment he could find was because guys were hitting him all the time. Yeah. So he was trying to do the best he could to protect his body. Back in the old days, they used to have these ridiculous like little foam rubber pads that you would put on the side of your hips. There was a little one about 6 inches long. It looked like a Twinkie. You had it on your butt.
The tailbone one, right?
Yeah, it made no sense.
Made
right?
by bike.
Right, exactly. You have a girdle. When you played high school football, remember, guys, you had a girdle, and you'd have to put the pads in the girdle, and then you have to pull them up like a pair of underpants, But Eric Dickerson wore every piece of equipment.
You wore some Riddell, huh?
Yeah, every piece of equipment he could find because he was trying to stay healthy because he was getting hit on every play. And we were laughing last night about how current NFL players wear their pants above their knee. Mm-hmm. They don't put the little foam rubber knee pads in their pants. They don't put the thigh pads in anymore. Nobody's wearing hip or butt pads.
Come on, Cappy, do it. Back in my day.
Hey, listen,
back in my day.
I know it's old school, man.
The pads were huge back then.
But even Eric Dickerson was talking about wearing a flak jacket, and he said Ronnie Lott of the Niners put a helmet into his ribs that if he wasn't wearing a flak jacket, he would have busted up his ribs.
Oh, you're fired up, Cappy. It's football season for you.
Football.
I can hear it in your voice,
football.
Man. Oh, man.
Yeah, whatever voice I got left, So,
7:16 in the morning. It was a great show last night. I really enjoyed it. Rams revealed. By the way, I think we're going to replay it 17 times before Monday. So if you missed it, just keep 710 on and the ESPN LA app. It'll pop up at some point. But Emily, the star of the show. It's okay, Cappy.
No, it was fine. Listen, it's
she
funny
does a great job with the Rams. Man.
We didn't even need Gator there, frankly.
Well, it's funny
you
say
have done it by yourself, honestly.
Well, I know. I think she needs somebody to bounce off of.
Yeah.
But Gator was, and it's funny because there was a group text that Trudell started with Trudell, Sedano, Cappy, Gator, and myself before the show because he got off the air live from Santa Monica with DeMarco and Travis. It was like, you guys better rock it. There's no Morales to keep you in line. And I'm like, oh, no, Gator's got this. He's a professional TV person. Then later on, I was giving them a hard time, like, oh, luckily Emily's there because she's running the show. And then somehow I branded Gator the Golden Schwans.
Right. Yeah. The Golden Schwans. There was a lot of Schwans promotions in the show last night,
The Summer of Schwans.
Yeah, like it's going to be a Schwanzaholic Friday, all that.
Oh, yeah, because of the Wookiee promo.
Yeah, Tony Pastores, I'm sure, loved that, right?
By the way, so last year when I did the Chalk Talk with Les Snead, right before we go on, DeMarco goes, that's Tony. I go, okay. He goes, he's here to make sure you're okay. I'm like, oh, thanks, DeMarco. I appreciate that. And then afterwards, he came up to me and shook my hand. So I think Tony would be down with Schwans in the right setting.
He's the COO. You're going Schwans with him?
I'm saying in the right setting.
Yeah, you would.
If McVay and Les signed off on Schwanz, I think we're okay.
Tony's the guy who's on all those 40 under 40 lists,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Forbes, the Athletic, all that stuff. He's been on that list for like the last 10 years.
No, he's amazing.
Yeah.
7:18. And you know what you could have done in these first 18 minutes? Well, find yourself a golden Schwanz for the weekend, or go to see our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you.
I really hope McVay.
We hit the bell at the end, Jorge.
Come on, man.
Hey, come on, man. He's been locked up.
Man.
Yeah, he has been.
You got to tell him, send the kite, bro. Send the kite.
no kite.
Meanwhile, we got Come on. What's going on with you today?
What's going on with you two guys?
I'm waiting for somebody to talk.
Well, no, you got to pot it down.
Oh, my
gosh.
I mean,
Okay,
gosh.
fine. I'll take it today.
I
Fine.
miss Kasim.
Yeah, you listen. Yeah, you will take it. That's what happened over there in Chino.
Brother Kasim is missed.
I've opened the lines, 877-710-ESPN. Here's what we're going to do today.
Let us hear.
We're going to take some calls.
Good.
It's the summer of Schwanz.
Right.
Sedano's not here. He would usually scream at us, don't do calls.
Right.
But we're going to sprinkle in a few. And
On a Friday is good.
The
yeah.
inspiration behind this is Evan Cohen, the great Evan Cohen. Yesterday on a call, he said, we should do more calls. I said, well, I tried.
Yeah,
Sedano screamed at me.
I'm in for
He
calls.
should take the calls.
Evan is going to take calls on Tuesday.
On this show?
On this
Oh,
show.
really?
Please.
Him and I are going to do a bit. Tell us your favorite color. And we're just going to open up the lines.
Oh, wow.
Tell us your favorite
Can
color.
I work on Tuesday? I want to work now. 'Cause
But-
the chat, I don't know if they're good with Evan, so that'll be good.
Yeah,
That'll
it will be good.
I'm
But
calling.
right now, we'll do them around 7:45 because next we got Bergey's Oregon. Plus, we got new sound from the Dodgers yesterday.
Oh,
Do we
yeah.
have a go ahead, Lindsay? Hit one of the new ones.
Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani.
I was just waiting yesterday. I was just waiting for him to say names. So
Boy,
that we
did
could
he
cut 'em
pitch
up.
well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I could not wait. I had no interest in the White House visit. I don't care, whatever. Everybody do your own thing. If I were invited to the White House and the president wanted to congratulate me on winning a championship, I'd go and check it out, regardless of who the president is. I think it'd be a great honor. But all I cared about was how many different times will he say, Shohei Ohtani? And he gave me a couple of new gems yesterday. Also may have given me a Yamamoto, which I think is
Yoshi
pretty...
Yamamoto. Boy, did he pitch well.
Hey, Berg, now when you do three things, every time Eric Lauer surprises us, we'll just play
there
that.
you go.
Yeah, Eric Lauer.
Boy, did he pitch well.
Edwin Diaz, boy, did he pitch well. Let's go. Blake Snell.
I believe he talked about Shohei Ohtani, how great of an outfielder he was, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think he also may have mentioned how great Clayton Kershaw is pitching this year.
He is. He's throwing great BP to his kids.
So
They're building a great
yeah.
helipad there, too, if you didn't hear.
What?
Helipad. He went off on it for a little bit. There's a new helipad that they're building
While
on the White at the White
Dodgers
House.
are at the White House. They're talking about,
Oh, he talked about all kinds of things
what?
for example,
politics.
pads on seats. They had the 1 inches. I said, give me 4. Yeah, he gave you that whole thing. Plus the the White House, the Rose Garden. There's apparently pavement set down now rather than the grass. The grass was always wet, so I fixed it.
7:22 in the morning. A Schwanzaholic Friday. Now, again, we're going to take calls at 7:45, but you got to be good. If you call, we'll put you on the air. But if you're bad, then you proved Sedano right.
Can we let Funchy screen him?
Actually, we'll go and Funchy screen him on the air.
As long as we have a camera on Funch while he's doing it. It's fantastic.
Yo, Ma.
No,
It ain't like that. It's not like that at all.
What do you want? You better be good.
Yeah.
Hang up.
No, Funchy is actually the one person here who screens calls like they're supposed to be screened.
Yes.
I come from the old school.
Well, no, same here.
Yeah,
You're not annoyed by calls. You don't view it as like, oh, we got to do calls.
That's why
He's
the post game is
excited.
so good.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. We found something for Funchy to do.
Yes! Yes! Finally!
Other than getting tuna sandwiches.
By the way, I had that tuna sandwich in the afternoon. It came in clutch.
Yeah.
The huevos. Did you eat the huevos?
Not yet. I'm going to eat them later today.
The Winnie's?
Still in the refrigerator.
Yeah, I know. 7:23. Let me tell you about my friends at Life Source.
I get out of the shower, I do a happy dance, and then I suck on the tap.
That's what Johnny I does. He gets to walk around his house, sometimes just free, and suck on every tap in his mansion. You know why? Because he called Life Source Whole House Water Systems, and he got one of those things. 800-WATER-99. Visit LifeSourceWater.com. You don't want to be a city water sleazeball no more.
Esquivoso.
Exactly right, Pepe. I made the switch. You need to make the switch. Southern California, our water is loaded with chlorine and all those nasty chemicals. LifeSource cleans and conditions the water from every tap in your home, so you're drinking, cooking, showering, and washing with healthier water. And if you're getting it on in the shower, you got clean water. 800-WATER-99, LifeSourceWater.com. Call the LifeSource Water California factory, and they'll take care of you. You say, listen, I want the system John Ireland's got. I want the system that scumbag Morales has got, and they'll take care of you. And if you don't believe us about their reputation, check out their reviews. See what everybody says about LifeSource. Call the LifeSource Water California factory, 800-WATER-99. Did you write that down? Even Jorge could write it down when he was in Chino. They snuck in pencils for him. 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Esquivoso.
You won't be a skivoso when you call LifeSource. Meanwhile, in 3 minutes, we'll whip out Bergey's Oregon. We'll talk to Dodgers baseball next on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
It's the summer of Schwantz on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
All right, SoCal, summer's officially here. The grill's fired up. The kids are out of school. Everybody's posting vacation photos. Meanwhile, you're still looking at those same old floors? It's time for an upgrade. Head over to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where they've got millions of in-stock options in hardwood, laminate, tile, waterproof vinyl, carpet, and turf. Hernandez gives you true wholesale pricing all year long. That's right, no waiting, no gimmicks, no wondering if next week's sale is going to be better. Just an incredible selection and wholesale pricing from a family-owned business that's been serving Southern California for 3 generations. First responders, military, and veterans get extra savings, and if you find a lower price somewhere else, Hernandez will match it, no questions asked. So before your next summer party, barbecue, or family get-together, give your home an upgrade it deserves. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino, right off the 5 freeway. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days or $3,000 customer cash on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end August 3rd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Buenos dias.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Mornings on ESPN LA will never be the same.
Quack, quack. Quack, quack. I get parents telling me all the time that the kids in the car love the quack. They're now into the quack, quack.
Listen, I am a role model for the youth of America.
Oh, we know that.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on. Back to Sedano and Cap.
studio.
Yeah.
And Chris and I have decided to rough up Armin a little bit. Like, it's kind of like I get on all fours and Chris pushes him over. You know what I mean? And then we mount him and just beat him down because we are taking Armin's boat. When Armin goes, Chris and I have really bullied our way into Armin's sort of his will, his last will and testament.
Mm-hmm.
And
we want that boat.
Based on the text he sent us yesterday afternoon, I think he's starting to give in.
Right, because he decided, you know what, guys? Why don't you guys tell me what you're going to rename the boat when you get it? And I think our choices were Scumbag, Schwanz, and what was the third one? Do you remember, Chris?
Well, let me look.
There was a third name.
Yeah,
and
I was
then
talking to him
Armin,
in the break, remember? Because he's in Alamitos Bay, Cappy, so we can take it right there by the Ballast Point, take it around the little peninsula. We could do all kinds of
Aqua
good stuff.
Velva. So
Aqua Velva, yeah.
Schwanz,
Aqua Velva.
and
Yeah.
Scumbags.
Yeah.
Aqua Schwanz.
And if you're looking on,
Hey, what's
on
it? If you
YouTube,
take the boat to a different part of town, that'll work.
Especially in that neighborhood.
if you're watching on YouTube right now, what is the definition of Aqua Velvas? Look at the picture, the still photo that is on YouTube right now.
Oh, my God.
There's Armin, and there is Funchy Lava. And that is the definition right there.
Good job, Carvo Saisu. Who's Carvo got back there? Sweet Timmy? What do we got today?
Oh, Sweet Timmy.
Oh, Brooke Kirk?
Yeah.
Sweet Timmy was working hard last night, man. That brother put in his time
Oh, was
yesterday.
he at Rams Revealed?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly right.
All right, so we had a few calls, and then Funches wasn't set up to screen them. So call again, 877-710-ESPN. We'll take calls in about 14 minutes just to annoy Sedano, who's sending us pictures from Italy right now of his pizza.
Yeah.
Got a little mozzarella there.
And I would like to say this to anybody who's going to make a call today. What is it you would like to talk about? I mean, honestly, like
Topics are on the table.
Go in any direction you want to go in, right? Like, it can be from LeBron and where he's going to end up, if that's really what you want to talk about, to a Penguin taking a massive liquidy duty all over me, which is now blasted all over Instagram and Twitter and whatever else, to Beto's incredible hair this summer, to anything else you want, just anything today. It's wide
Briona's being
open.
back?
Yes, it's wide open today.
How about you just have a take, Cappy?
Well, having a take is fine, but I'm suggesting to you that you may have heard something along the show during the week, and you might want to comment on it, and you're like, God, I can't get a hold of these guys. Today is your day to call the show and have at it. Whatever you want, man, go for it.
How about you call and tell Cappy how great he is?
Yeah, how about you do that? Does anybody want to do that?
Meanwhile, you'll watch the Blue Review each weekday at 6:30 a.m. with Gregory Arthur Bergman and Marcus Grant, presented by LAX. Apparently, Bergie had to go solo today. Marcus had the day off.
Really?
So Bergie went solo, and then Bergie gets on here, and he does Bergie's 3 things, thanks to our friends at Blue Ice Vodka. Day number 196 that I don't have a billboard for Blue Ice Vodka, but they got good vodka over there.
Is that a bit or is
Blue
that
Ice
for
vodka.
real?
No,
it's
it's
kind
real.
of both.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Blue Ice vodka. It's really good vodka.
Hey, there's a call, Fudgy. Hold on.
Hold on. You don't do this.
Turn your mic on, Fudgy. We want to hear you screening.
Turn the mic on. Oh, there's
Hello?
a couple.
Yo, ma. Yo, ma.
Turn the mic
Oh,
on.
hello. Here we go.
Yo, ma.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
710, who's this?
Yo, ma. What's up, ma? Maybe people want to talk about tuna fish.
What's your question about boxing?
Oh, God. Okay, good.
Oh,
no, I love
boxing?
it.
Okay, hey,
Yeah,
you said you
yeah,
want
good.
anything.
What? Come on, Funch. Maybe
Look at Funch. He's getting a real...
Okay, hold on. What's your name again?
He said,
Alex. Where are you calling from?
Alex?
Security
Look at him on a landline, by the way. He's on a landline.
Hey, we don't mess around
What
here.
city's Alex from? What city's Alex from?
Alex wants to know about boxing. That's
We'll
all.
get
Good
to
enough.
about it?
We'll get to Alex in 10 more minutes.
All right.
But now we're going to get to Bergie. Screen those other calls, Punchy. All right, back to
Off the
Bergie's. Yeah, exactly. Back to Bergie. It didn't work as well as I thought it would.
No, it wasn't very good.
And time for Bergie's 3 things. We joined Bergie already in price. By the way, Bergie had a coffee spill.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So he's trying to get through this as best as possible.
Normally
happened,
I have
Berg?
I write my 3 things down so that I can just go from piece to piece, but I can't.
All over your computer?
Yeah, I can't
Your
click
first
anything.
thing is that you changed your mind on Tarek Skubal.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lindsay.
You're
so
welcome.
yes, I did change my mind on the Terry School. I've been very heavy that no, Dodgers should not go after him. It's not any. They don't need him. They're already getting this whole thing about they're ruining baseball, and then Terry Skubal too much, and then you're also going to have to give up a lot where he's going to be a Scott Boras client, and he's going to go to Beto was just laughing too hard, and I don't know what's happening in there. Can we turn his mic on just for
Yo,
a second?
Yo, Ma.
Check in on the Funchy cam.
Yo, Ma. What you want to talk about, Ma? Yo, Ma. Tell me what you want to talk about, Ma.
It's over. There's something happening.
You got to
What?
perform better.
This
for
fool
us.
in line 2 says we were saying Schwann's wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Now,
it's
that's
his
a great
name.
call.
What's
See,
his
that's
name?
the kind of call
Put
I'm
him up,
looking
put him
for.
up. His name is Kurt from Laguna Niguel.
And then
Kurt?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
Funchy goes, "Are you German? Are you
No,
German?"
because he's saying it.
How do you know?
Be offended. I'm like,
You
German
speak
fool?
Yiddish?
All right,
You
Kurt,
speak
we'll get
Yiddish?
to you in
sucker?
about 10 minutes. Now it's screen line 3, not on the air.
Not on there.
Bert,
Yeah,
you
but
back to you.
so Tarek School, I understand that he's a Scott Boras client and that he's going to be going to, he's going to go to the market no matter what. But after thinking about it, talking with a bunch of people, I feel like the Dodgers have so much depth in their minor league system, Cappy, and they have so much in the major league ready already pitching or playing right now that you go and you get him because you don't know what's going on with Shohei Ohtani. You don't know what's going on with Tyler Glasnow. Blake Snell's probably going to be back, but you don't really know about your depth as a starting rotation is kind of up in the air. And you also block it from the Brewers. You block it from the Phillies. You block it from the Braves. Like, imagine Jacob Mizorowski 1 and then Tarek Skubal 2. That matches perfectly. Chris Sale and Bryce Elder and then Tarek Skubal in Atlanta. That matches well. Christopher Sanchez and Jesus Luzardo and Zach Wheeler and Tarek Skubal. That matches well. So block him from going to teams that can beat you in the postseason.
Actually, strategically, that's probably a really smart thing to think about. It's not about who's ruining baseball and who can get, the player that they want. Hey, look, the Dodgers have all the assets in the minor leagues to make this kind of deal. The question is, do they want to part with future assets for a guy who, to your point, is likely just a half of a season rental? But the Dodgers are in go for three-peat mode, especially if there might be a work stoppage, and people are predicting that there will be. So blocking other teams from getting him is probably a smart strategy as to why you might consider going to get him. Maybe they could just trade Kyle Tucker straight up for him. What do you think about that?
Hey, if they'll take him straight up, let's go. Let's do this.
Have him. Here's what $60 million gets you.
It's actually like 120 with after the luxury tax.
Yeah, if Glasnow and Snell, right, if they're healthy, end of August, then you don't need him, right? But we don't know because the trade deadline is August 3rd.
August 3rd, yeah.
So you don't know where they're going to be. I know they're working their way back, but obviously the Dodgers don't talk about players that are injured. No team does. But they must know something about where Glasnow and Snell are at in their rehab to figure out if they're going to go after him. Because did you see the kid from Ontario yesterday, Bergie?
Yeah, the one that he had another home run.
He has 30 home runs this
30
year.
home runs.
His name is Easton. I forget his last name.
Oh, God.
Easton.
Easton
That's a
Shelton.
good name. Good name for a hitter when you think about a bat.
Easton Shelton. He's 20 years old. He plays for
Or a hockey
the
player.
Buzzers, and he has 30 home runs. So the Dodgers have those lower-level minor league prospects that you could trade that are a couple years away. They might even be blocked, but it's more of Skubal's going to be a luxury for the Dodgers, not a necessity. For other teams, they need him. So the asking price is going to be bigger for other teams.
Yeah, and so let's go to the second thing that leads me right to it. All right, so the second thing is what the Dodgers do at this trade deadline is going to tell you exactly what you're talking about. If they go out and they get a catcher that's a pretty mid-tier to high-level catcher, that means something's wrong with Will Smith, and something's going to be they need to have somebody else alongside Dalton Rushing. If they just go get like Ben Rortvedt who's in AAA with and been here before with the Mets, then that means that you're just looking at a guy they think he's going to be back, and you just want to have a little more depth. That's what. If they go out and they get someone that's a mid-level, or even go after somebody like Salvador Perez. Like, because he's older guy, World Series champion, he will still play well. He's not going to probably be. The Royals are going nowhere. If you somehow bring a guy like that caliber, then something's wrong with Will Smith. Same with a pitcher. If you go out and get a pitcher that's not Tarek Skubal, but is a high level starter, something's wrong with either Tyler Glasnow or Shohei Ohtani.
Or Blake Snell.
Yeah, Blake Snell's on his way back. He's almost back.
But do you trust that he'll be fully healthy and ready when you need him in the postseason?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he's the one of the three. He's the one that I don't.
Yeah,
I trust.
Glasnow's the one I'm worried about.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, though, you're exactly right, Berg. And here's what I would say to you. I think Dodger fans need to be prepared for Dalton Rushing is your starter. Will Smith is, if he's not going to be back, I would think they'd go for depth rather than somebody to be a frontline starting catcher. It's hard in the middle of the season to come in and manage a pitching staff. And Dalton Rushing's had his own challenges already this year.
Right.
But he knows this pitching staff and he knows this coaching staff. I would think that if Will Smith is hurt and they do go get a catcher, I can't see them getting a frontline guy. I see them getting more of a backup guy to Dalton Rushing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's going to be probably on a higher level, so for someone that can back him up. You're not just going to get someone small, because think about it too. Last year, both Will Smith and Dalton Rushing were hurt. And that's why Ben Rortvedt was even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't go into the postseason with Chucky Robinson or Eliezer Alfonso Jr. as your backup catcher.
The 4A guys are not who you need in the playoffs.
No, absolutely. And I don't even know if those two are even 4A guys. They're just AAA guys.
And you want to know something interesting real quick on this is that when the Dodgers were playing the Phillies catcher Marchand, did you guys see what happened to him late in the game? This was game 3 of the series. He got hurt and had to leave the game.
Right.
And they said on the broadcast, I was watching the Phillies broadcast, they're like, we had 4 catchers 2 days ago, and now we have 1. Like, you just don't know at that position. If guys get hurt, you've got to have an ample supply of catching.
Yeah.
And the Phillies found themselves all of a sudden with their pants down because they went from having 4 guys to like, wait, 3 guys got hurt. 1 guy just went on the injured list. So, yeah, you got to figure that out.
Yeah, JT Realmuto is older, and he cannot play every single day. He shouldn't play every single day.
You can't run the bases.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah.
What happened to Kurt and Laguna Niguel? Punchy, did you tell him to hold on?
Long
I
distance.
told him to hold on. Yeah.
Long distance.
He'll be back.
He's in
He'll be
Germany.
back.
Yeah, but I want to hear his
Long
definition
distance.
of schwanz.
Oh, he'll be back. He'll be back,
Yeah,
believe me.
let's do the third thing.
Dodgers are back after not playing last night. They're playing the Mets, and the Mets are maybe one of the worst teams in all of baseball. It's just, it is.
I love it.
It's a comedy of errors every single night from them, and like legitimately errors. They can have errors every single night, whether it's Lindor or Soto or it's some random right fielder that they're playing. But Roki Sasaki's on the mound tonight, and Roki in his last start was fantastic. He threw over 20 pitches at over 100 miles an hour in that start. He was attacking the zone. He was everything that you kind of wanted him to be in the past, and if this is the guy that we're going to see, he's going to move his way up into the trust tree of starters, which also makes it also tells you what you need to know when it comes to the trade deadline as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Roki tonight now the Mets, like we were saying, are bad, so I don't think they'll go based off of this. But if he's again throwing over 100 miles an hour with consistency, with location, then he may be turning a corner to becoming a very good starting pitcher.
And even if he's not your starter, like imagine him in the pen every single day going after you. Because what was your plan last year, right? The piggyback plan, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So with him, you have the luxury of only needing him for 4 innings if he is your starter, right? Or bring him in the pen, stuff like that. But the Mets are 43-60. They're terrible.
I'm taking such pleasure out of the Mets' failure, and it's not because I'm like some Mets hater. It's just that I hated the fact that Juan Soto took like $1 more to go to the Mets from the Yankees.
You, of all people, should not be talking about contracts.
No. Listen, man. Listen.
You take $1 more anywhere you go.
No. Listen. I would not leave the Lakers and go to the Clippers for $1 more. I would not leave the Yankees and go to the Mets for $1 more. I'm not going from the number 1 team to the number 5 team just for $1 more. I love to see that Steve Cohen, their owner, has spent all this money and is getting no return on his investment. And I love it when a fan base turns on their team. Oh, yeah. And I love this team. We're going to win. Look how much money we spent. And then it turns into, I freaking hate this team. I hate everything about them, and I hate all the money that they've spent. I love when a fan base hates their own team.
So I spent a good 5 to 7 minutes screaming about Juan Soto and the contract he got on the Blue Review this morning. So I'm totally with you, Cappy. The fact of the matter is this guy is getting $765 million over 13 years to be one-dimensional. He's not a good defensive player.
Nope.
I know he does have that gold glove, which I don't know how he got it.
I don't either.
But he's so lazy. He can walk. He can hit home runs. He's great offensively.
But
he does
knew
nothing
that.
else. And
They knew that.
But he's also not an economy to himself like Shohei Ohtani is.
But they knew that.
Yeah, they knew, but it was
The
stupid to
Yankees
sign
knew
him.
that.
It was totally stupid. It was
Cappy
ridiculous.
just mad because when he was at the Padres, he didn't perform, huh?
Well, no, I'm just saying that I watched him day in and day out, and for all the advertisement of how great he was, I never saw it. And so I just think he's an
Well, that team didn't
overrated
show it,
player.
yeah.
And here's the thing. when you're young and you've already got a World Series championship, in your mind, you're like, well, I'm good. Now what do I do? Make as much money as I can. And that's who Juan Soto is.
That's every professional athlete.
No, not really.
Yeah, it is.
No, not really.
If you're not going to chasing as much money for yourself, if you want to go be the team guy, the heart and soul guy, go ahead. Give me the most money.
Right. Well,
Forget
I
the
mean,
heart and soul.
I'll take
he's-
Wemby. I'll take Wemby. I'll take Jalen Brunson. I'll take guys that are about the team.
He's making the Kyle Tucker contract look great. He's gone to the Mets, and he has missed the playoffs in his first year. They're the worst team in the East this year.
But he can't do it by himself. No, I'm not saying they got Sean Manaea pitching.
They are the reason that baseball is ruined. It's not the Dodgers who are actually winning and doing the right things. Teams like that spend money on on players that shouldn't be making that much money. That's the reason that the
players that don't care.
Yeah, they just don't care.
So the 21 home runs, forget about it.
No, he doesn't do anything else for that much money. He doesn't do enough else.
Modern baseball.
Crazy. I'm not going to take his money away, but geez, it was a bad contract.
Bergie's Three Things, thanks to Blue Ice Vodka. Be sure to watch the Blue Review Monday morning, 6:30 a.m. with Bergie and Marcus Grant on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles. Rams training camp starts Sunday. Geeter and Betta will be out there, at ESPN LA's coverage and content is presented in part by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official California gaming and casino partner of the Los Angeles Rams. Your perfect entertainment, resort, and casino combination is always available at Pechanga, just off I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations or more information. Am I reading a 30 here? We'll do calls in 3 minutes from right now. I'm still looking for Kurt from Laguna Niguel.
Right.
I'm looking for a Schwanz call. A Schwanz call.
The Summer of Schwanz.
But first, Cappy, tell us about the wellness company.
This right here, what I'm holding in my hands, the Wellness Company's medical emergency kit. This thing is a miracle. Who came up with this idea, and why did it take so long? Think about it. How many times have you gotten sick in your life where you've had to go to urgent care, or you've had to go stand in line at a pharmacy, and now you're in line at that pharmacy, and there's 12 other people there that are all sick just like you are, and they're hacking up a lung, and you're like, wow, I'm either spreading germs or I'm collecting germs. You don't have to do that when you've got the medical emergency kit, because if you get sick, you go inside this medical emergency kit, and if you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see all the different medications that are in here. Well, which one should you take? Well, it depends. I mean, let's say you get a cold and it turns into a sinus infection. You go into this guidebook right here and you match your symptoms, and they'll tell you what medication to take. And if for some reason you're like, I don't know, I'm not a doctor and I just don't feel comfortable reading it out of a book and then taking it. So guess what? They've got a telemedicine professional, a doctor standing by waiting to take your call, and you can talk to him or her and you can talk it out with them. But here's the whole point. When you get sick, the longer you wait to take medication like amoxicillin or a Z-Pack, the longer you wait, the sicker you're going to get, the longer the cold or the infection's going to last. But you've got the medication already. This is your own urgent care right in your own home. So here's how you get the medical emergency kit. You go to urgentcarekit.com/710. urgentcarekit.com/710. You use our promo code, which is 710. You save $45. Every family should have one. You don't want to get sick during the summer and vacation season. I'm telling you right now, urgentcarekit.com/710. 710 is our promo code. You're saving $45. Get it.
Thank you, Cappy. 7:48 on a Friday. A feel-good Friday, a Schwanzaholic Friday. We actually take calls on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Next, 877-710-ESPN, Jack.
It's the Summer of Schwanz.
Ma said that if I win the Chevy Silverado at Morongo, I'll finally have a place to sleep after dinner. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
We're giving away a Chevy Silverado truck. You could drive off a winner the 26th.
Number 2.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest priced gas around.
And the number 1 reason.
The hottest nighttime pool party in SoCal. Flamingo Fridays is on.
Morongo, good times.
Call Jacob.
Listen, Cappy, I've been in an accident. You've been in an accident. It's a very traumatizing situation, okay? We've all been there. And the reality is we tell people all the time because we would do it too, okay? When we get into an accident, we will call one person. We count on Jacob because Jacob is the man you can trust. He's been doing it for people in L.A. for nearly 3 decades.
Right. 1-800-345-6789. That's how you call Jacob. And by the way, we talk about car accidents a lot. It's not just car accidents. You could be in a grocery store and slip and fall. You could be walking across the street as a pedestrian and get hit by a car. You could be on a motorcycle and you could get hit. It's not just purely being in a car accident. Any kind of an accident, that's why you call Jacob.
Right, and I counted on Jacob when the insurance company changed their tone with me. I'm like, whoa. You know what? I don't think I need to talk to you. I think I need to call Jacob. That's when I counted on Jacob, Cappy.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob. 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Bruh. Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's insurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due on signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per access miles. Expires 7/31/26.
Shh, here it comes. Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
The Sedano and Cat Morning Show, weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
And he's sitting there in this coffee shop, and I'm looking at him, and he kind of realizes I'm checking him out a little bit, and he's like thinking to himself, what's this Aqua Velva looking at? You know what I'm saying? Right?
Wait, I can imagine you not being conspicuous at all.
Well,
or being completely conspicuous,
What's
actually.
this Aqua Velva look?
Yeah, right. And so he's looking.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Listen ourselves. I am Han. I'm down France, and we want to pump you up.
Weekdays at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
7:52. Good morning. The Sedano and Cat Morning Show. Feel Good Friday. Schwanzaholic Friday. Funchy's got these calls screened. We're going to do that in a moment. But happy birthday. She turns 57 today. 57. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez.
Ooh.
Wow, 57, huh?
I don't care what anybody says about her. I love her.
Oh, yeah. Still so hot.
She has a good show.
A lot
So
of people
good.
hate on her, that she's mean. I can't look at her. Well, that's your problem.
Well, she might be mean, but I like them when they're mean.
Oh, no. She's misunderstood Latina.
Listen, I like those misunderstood Latinas.
Aren't we all?
I want to get smacked around a little bit.
That's how I feel, Beto. I feel like we are
Yeah,
all
but just put your hand
misunderstood.
up. You know, you're
I get smacked around a lot.
Yeah, your wife smacks you
Every
around.
day. Every
She
day.
spanks you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I take a beat down
Bruce's
myself.
own show. You make sure
Yeah.
the Bruce's own show.
Again, those are the statements of one Michael Funches. Just
Yeah. Funchy lover.
Also,
Oh,
today is National Hot Fudge Sunday Day.
Ooh.
Have those mean Latinas pour some hot fudge on you this week.
Pour some.
On the bruises.
Yeah, right. It's good for the bruises. Put the ice cream
That's
all
after
over
the
it.
bruising. Here's a hot fudge sundae.
All
people.
right, we are actually going to do some calls now on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Once this gets back to Sedano in Italy,
Right.
he's going to call on the hotline today and go, what are you doing?
I want good calls, man.
Nah,
I want
Fudge is hung up
random
on a-
stuff.
He's hung up on a couple of people.
I know,
So
but I want
let's start
random
with-
stuff.
Why don't we start with Alex? What city is Alex in on line 1, Punchy?
Line one.
Wait, what
Yeah,
city
what
is
was
Alex?
West Covina, he said.
All right, Alex in West Covina. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. How's it going, guys?
man. You?
What up?
So this question's for Beto since he loves taking calls.
No, I love taking good
So
calls.
what do you think?
Lakers post-game show, we have
All
good
right,
calls.
Come on, Alex.
All right,
you can
all
do
right.
it, man.
So
you
what,
can do
what
it.
do you think
man.
of the Berlanga fight, especially since the last few fights he hasn't looked all that great?
Berlanga.
See, this is a bad call, and I'll
Yeah.
explain why.
You
Let me
waited
define.
this long,
Hold
bro?
on, let's not cut him off. Let's let him
no,
let
okay,
him
so
It's
finish.
already a terrible call.
Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah. So he's a Puerto Rican hype job. He's over, he's, how do I say this? He can't sell in his own backyard. So Canelo beat him up and held him up. So that's it. If you're paying for that, that's a you problem.
All right.
Am I wrong?
Good answer to bad
Thank
call.
you guys.
Am I wrong?
All right, Alex. West Covina. Have a good day, man.
See, can I just explain to people why that's a bad call?
Yes.
Because, you see, you're calling in about something totally random and you're leaving everybody else out. The point is, it doesn't have to be, hey, guys, it's Steve, long time, first time, but I wanted to ask you, where do you think LeBron's going to show up? You don't have to do that. Make it interesting. Like the guy who called earlier who said that we're saying Schwann's wrong, that's the kind of call I'm looking for. Not random boxer who 99.9% of us don't know.
Yeah, he's fighting this weekend.
Go to line 3, Alec from Studio City. He wants to talk crap about everyone on the station.
All right, Alex.
Good. Now that's what I'm talking
Good morning,
about.
Alex.
Yeah.
Buenos días.
How's it going, guys? Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is mostly for Morales. I wanted to talk to you about all your crew at the station.
Okay.
First of all, Funchy. This guy needs his own show. He's hilarious. Why is he not?
I mean,
he
we
needs his
got
own
to start
show.
slow, but maybe one day. Yeah, listen, I have often joked that we'll put on Funches for 1 hour every week, and it'll be amazing. We may also all lose
It
our
would be
jobs
great.
because of it, but you never know.
Come on,
Yeah,
Punchy.
you
can
got to
do it.
risk
Put me
it.
with Hacksaw.
Secondly, Cappy's the GOAT. Cappy's incredible. But Sedano is so boring and mean and angry all the time. I don't get it.
Yeah, but
And
he's
also,
the,
I had a question.
but he's the star. So everybody has to have a star, and he's the star. And we all
Boring,
run
mean, and
the
angry.
we run the
Anytime
offense through him.
Sedano's going, it's boring. It's not interesting.
But you got to understand something.
Secondly,
Hold on.
I was wondering.
Hold on, Alec, let me respond.
Go ahead.
We're not just doing rants here. Sedano brings the sports to a sports show on a sports radio station, but he also allows Cappy, myself, Lindsey, Bergie, Jorge. He allows us to do the fun stuff. There's a lot of guys that wouldn't allow the Summer of Schwans and allow all the antics. So you got to understand the balance we do. Because if we do 100% Schwans,
that's true.
We're not going to be here anymore. So we got to balance it out.
Right. So like 50% sports, 48% Schwans, and then 2% other kind of stuff. But I do hope one thing, though, about this call so far. Rip us, say great things about us. It doesn't matter. This is what I'm talking about. Calling in with something outside of just random sports stuff. But that's a great drop for Sedano.
Yeah.
He's boring. What did he say? He's boring.
Alex,
he's mean.
Alex got more. Okay. Alex, go ahead.
He's mean.
I had another question. How much is Rich Paul and LeBron paying John Ireland? That dude is the biggest LeBron defender ever.
Great.
Oh, my God.
He
I
is
don't
like
know.
brainwashed. Anytime anyone says anything about LeBron, it's, I just don't understand why no one likes LeBron. It's like, listen for a little bit, man. It's pretty annoying.
Oh, yeah,
and
like
also,
go ahead.
All the producers are great. Laura and Lindsay, I think Emily's a little overrated. I don't know.
I'm a huge fan of Emily. I'm a huge fan of Emily. So is Bergie.
I am too.
Huge.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love her. I just feel like I've met a million people like her in Silver Lake. She's very just like LA hipster.
Well, she is an
That's
LA
my
hipster.
thought.
I don't think she'll deny that. Thank you, Alec, for the call. Now, see, that was a good call.
See, solid.
In Studio City.
Right. Rip us all.
Nah, he didn't rip. It was just his opinions.
I appreciate that.
Like, it wasn't personal.
listen
he
to
was
Fudgy Chris Green.
he wasn't personal. He was talking about the actual jobs, which is fine.
And here's the thing. If you're going to come on here, we'll do more calls next. We're going to keep it going. Why not?
I like
We like feedback.
It's a Schwanzaholic Friday. But here's the thing. If you're going to say stuff, just don't say something we got to dump or that's mean because then we can't do this
No
anymore.
personal stuff.
Yeah,
Just-
don't screw it up for the rest of us. I mean, you can call me a scumbag, but I'm
Oh, yeah.
special. Like,
Well,
I'll
I mean,
take
you
it.
embrace that.
Yeah.
Scumbag is like a term of endearment around here.
Ay, mi amor.
See.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Bergie, how's that computer?
It's not really working. It's not working out so well. I got the screws out, but I can't figure out how to get the.
Wait, you're taking the computer apart because you spilled coffee on it?
Well, I told him you have to get the fluid out.
Get out of here.
It's kind of like when I had heart failure. You got to get the fluid out of there. We need a diuretic for Bergie's computer.
Look
I
at him
don't know
with
how to get
the screwdriver
keyboard
in his
off.
hand.
Captain, the phone lines are jam-packed.
Okay, let's go.
Fudgy Lubba is producing and screening those. LAFC is back home at BMO Stadium tomorrow night. to take on Sporting Kansas City. Tune in at 6:30 p.m. for the BMO Countdown to Kickoffs, hosted by Mario Ruiz, The Mario Ruiz Show, leading you right up to kickoff at 7 p.m. Catch every moment on the ESPN LA app, home of LAFC. More calls next. We approach 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Schwanzaholic Friday.
The Summer of Schwanz.
Hey, it's Mace, and for the ultimate immersive sports experience, get into Cosm. See all your favorite summer sports on a massive 87-foot wraparound high-res display. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall live multi-view sports for all the big games, and Cosm has immersive cinema like The Matrix, Willy Wonka, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for a family night out. The deck at Cosm, panoramic, rooftop bar, Cosm's signature menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers. Go to Cosm.com, and I'll see you at Cosm.
All right, SoCal, summer's officially here. The grill's fired up. The kids are out of school. Everybody's posting vacation photos. Meanwhile, you're still looking at those same old floors? It's time for an upgrade. Head over to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where they've got millions of in-stock options in hardwood, laminate, tile, waterproof vinyl, carpet, and turf. Hernandez gives you true wholesale pricing all year long. That's right, no waiting, no gimmicks, no wondering if next week's sale is going to be better. Just an incredible selection and wholesale pricing from a family-owned business that's been serving Southern California for 3 generations. First responders, military, and veterans get extra savings, and if you find a lower price somewhere else, Hernandez will match it, no questions asked. So before your next summer party, barbecue, or family get-together, give your home an upgrade it deserves. Visit the showroom next to the Commerce Casino right off the 5 freeway. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR or online at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No games, no gimmicks, because no sale beats wholesale.
Hi, folks, it's Oral Hershiser, and I couldn't be prouder or more excited to introduce the new Oral Hershiser Chevrolet here in beautiful Chino. Chevrolet has been a part of America's story for over 100 years, built on grit, reliability, and doing things the right way. And that's exactly how we are going to earn your business at Oral Hershiser Chevrolet. So come on in, say hello, and let us earn your trust. Oral Hershiser Chevrolet, Bulldog tough, Chevy strong.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087, 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087, or simply visit TRA.com.
This is the Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA.
Good morning, guys. This is Angelica, and this is the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA, presented by Angelica's Insurance. Every team needs a strong defense, and we got you covered at Angelica's Insurance. From auto and home to business and life, we have a plan just for you, even DUI and SR22 coverage to get you back on the road fast. Visit us at angelicas-ins.com for a free quote today. And now, the 8 a.m. hour of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, powered by Angelica's Insurance. And Sedano, please pump the brakes, sucker.
The Angelica's Insurance 8 a.m.
any of us. Will you please go on tour? Let's do Victory.
Jermaine Jackson
Is that
was
what
doing
Tito
it?
said? Tito was like, hey,
By the way,
please.
It was his dad that was just like, you're going to go with your brothers and tour.
That 1979 Jackson's album, Triumph, is one of the greatest albums in Motown history. I mean, it's amazing.
None of you guys seen Michael yet?
No, because
Still haven't seen
I
it.
watched
It's
the
not
doc
free
first.
on Amazon Prime yet.
Still have not seen it.
It's good.
All right.
I also haven't seen the Odyssey yet, by the way, and everybody's talking about it.
You don't have 3 hours for that.
I will never go.
8:05 on a Friday. We're taking calls, oddly enough, at 877-710-ESPN. Funchy's screening them, which has been, I mean, Beto's just laughing the whole time. It's amazing.
What are you talking about,
he
man?
hung up on Stinky Pete.
Oh, yeah,
Why?
some guy called Stinky Pete called, and I said, why you smell? And he just got offended at it.
Really? He got
Yeah,
offended?
And he just hung up.
No, listen, if you call yourself Fat Tony and people call you fat, you can't be offended. If your name is Stinky Pete, you got simple chronic halitosis all day long. That's why people call you Stinky Pete. Get some Listerine, bruh.
All right, here's the rules. We're not just going to cut you off. This isn't sports graffiti where you only got 20 seconds.
Una
But
plática. That's good.
if you want to get into station stuff, we'll let you go for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But don't be personal. Don't say mean things. And don't curse, obviously. And we'll let you go. Because if you screw this up, then we'll never do this again.
Holy Morales says mean things and curses on the air. It's all good.
Where are we going next, Funchy?
Daniel from LBC, number one. Line one.
Oh, yeah, the
Daniel
LBC.
from the LBC. Good morning, Daniel.
Hello, good morning, gentlemen.
Yes. Daniel.
Hi. I just want to know, when would the summer of Schwantz officially end? Is it when the kids are back in school, when it's college football time, when the NFL and the Rams are back, or when it's officially summer in late September with the equinox?
No, the
And
summer.
I'll explain why.
Daniel, the summer of Schwann's ends on August 6th or 4th, because that 3rd is Cappy. Then Tuesday, Wednesday is Beto and Sua. Then Sedano's back on Thursday, the 6th, right?
Right, that's where it ends.
And that's where it ends.
Yeah, it ends right there. Because remember Sedano's famous line, Daniel, which was, when I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwans you want. So when Sedano came back in, he stopped in for 2 days in the middle of the summer of schwans. But when he comes back, that's when the schwans talk has to end, and we got to go back to breaking down, the Lakers offseason
Well,
moves.
no, hold on. Again, before you make it a rip.
Who's ripping?
We will have training camp. We'll be getting ready for preseason.
Yeah.
By then, hopefully, LeBron has made a decision. So there'll be a lot of stuff to talk about. And the race of the Fall Classic will be at least a little bit warmer because we'll be in August. Daniel, what else do you have?
I thought it was a state of mind that you could have a summer of Schwantz whenever you want to, maybe the last week of February.
Yeah, like sometimes people are like, hey, it's Christmas in July. Maybe sometimes you just need a summer of schwans, and it happens to be the middle of February. Good idea.
Daniel, you got anything else, brother?
Just one thing. When would you, well, coming back to that summer fun, I would be happy if it was the summer of Aquavelva, because who puts on Aquavelva? If you're going out with your friends, and when do they do? Mostly during the summer. So I'd
There
be
you
happy
go.
if it was also called the summer of Aquavelva.
There we go. Daniel, let's give him an applause. That was
Very
a
good.
call.
Very good.
call.
Hey, Funchy, this is why we need the soundbite, bro.
We got it.
I know we need to start using it.
Look at Aquavelva in the system. It's in there.
Okay.
All right.
Because that's
While we do that, what's next?
Let's go to Ryan in LBC as well. He wants to
Which line?
talk.
There's so much drama in the LBC.
Line 5, yeah. Good morning,
Summertime of the LBC, bro.
Mission try and find Mr. Warren G.
Ryan, good morning.
Hit the house
Hey,
on my swing.
how's it going, Funchy? Thank you. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it. Love the work you guys do in the morning. Wanted to say the Swan summer is in full effect. Loving that bit. I work over here in Newport Beach at the dunes, and so it's a very relaxing environment. A lot of Schwann's activity happening out here.
Oh, really?
So,
Can you describe Schwann's activity at the dunes?
No.
I need to know.
No. Don't describe anything, Ron.
It's a state of mind. It's a state of mind.
Just let it breathe. Let it breathe.
Responsivities. Anyway, no. I love what you guys are doing. Enjoying the summer until good old Sedano gets back.
Okay, right.
And yeah, man. I just love what you guys do.
You ever go to Cappy's for breakfast in Newport Beach?
Here's why. I got distracted because I really had to do the morning scrape, which is why it's all,
all right, Ryan.
echoey up in here.
All right, Ryan. Have a good day. Good luck with the scrape. Yeah, he was a little. Listen, he worked in a lot of bits, but it was going to start to go really bad there.
Right. But you got to love the fact that listeners do appreciate the summer of Schwanz. Because it is, as Beto, I think you just said it is a state of mind, the summer of Schwanz. You got to get yourself into that right state of mind.
You know what I like about these calls?
Tell me.
I've told you guys in the past where we get so wrapped up in the YouTube chat, we forget, that we're arguing with these people, going back and forth. But there's a huge audience out there that doesn't have the time to sit on their computer or their phone and just type all day long. So I've never heard of any of these callers before. So I love hearing the new people.
All right, here's the thing. Just be a little prepared. What's next? Punchy.
He's on the phone yelling, "Who this?"
Yo, Ma. Yo, whoa, you want to talk about tuna sandwiches, Ma?
Punch, who do we go to next?
You want to talk about tuna sandwiches, Ma? What you talking about, man? What?
Sorry, you just say your name is Trouble? To me? That's not going to get you on, bro.
All right, Funch, you're hurting the bit. Where do we go next?
Yo, Ma, your name is Trouble? Come on, Ma.
We're going to line 6. Corey, who's calling from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Corey.
Florida, darling.
Corey, good morning from Jacksonville. How are you?
I'm doing great. About y'all?
Hey, what do we got, brother?
Hello?
Come on,
Yo,
Corey.
you're
Let's
on,
go.
Corey. Come on, let's go. Make
Don't
a beautiful
kill this-
thing happen.
don't
Come
kill the
on.
segment, Corey.
I found y'all in Charleston, South Carolina, because
How?
the local wasn't that great. Local radio wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
So went on the ESPN app, and I was like, let's see what ESPN LA does. And then I found y'all. So I've been listening to y'all for about 6 or 7 years. I just have one
6,
question.
7.
6, 7.
Gotcha, Lynn.
Dang it, Cappy.
I
Yes.
think DeMarco doesn't believe the stories he's telling is true. He talks like he's telling stories that he doesn't even believe they're true.
Oh.
Well, he may not remember them, frankly.
Listen, I'm going to disagree.
It's either he doesn't prep and knows what he's going to say before he says it, or they're just lies.
Oh, no, I
it could
disagree.
be both, frankly, but that's why we love DeMarco. He's a Super Bowl champion.
Yep.
He's a Rams veteran. He can bring us inside the
I
game.
love the
unlike
show, by the way.
Now,
There's no hits on DeMarco, but the way he tells the stories is like, I mean, are these really true? Or I don't know.
Oh,
I used to be an interrogator in the Army, and so like that's one of the giveaways it used to be for that. It's either unplanned, unprepped, or lying.
Well, wait, but let me ask you a question, sir. Did you hear the story he told the other day? This is 2 days ago at 4:00 in the afternoon. DeMarco and Travis do a bit called The Far Side. Did you hear his story 2 days ago where his 2 high school buddies, and Morales, he called his 2 boys, he called them Star Wars brothers.
Yeah,
he goes, these are the 2 Star Wars brothers. I haven't seen these guys since we graduated high school. It's been like 30 some odd years since he's seen these guys. Sir, did you hear the story that DeMarco told that day?
Yes.
Okay.
It was like 2 days ago, right?
Right. So DeMarco's telling this amazing story about how his cousin was on the football team with him, and his cousin was dating this really hot chick. And DeMarco was saying to him, hey, you got to focus on this season. I need you. You can't get distracted. Anyway, somehow they break up. Well, lo and behold, just a couple weeks later, now DeMarco starts dating the same girl, and it creates a whole big problem inside the locker room. Now, the best part is that when DeMarco graduates high school, he goes off to the University of Washington, and his 2 bros, the 2 Star Wars brothers that he's talking about, both of those guys tried to get with DeMarco's girlfriend, who DeMarco got with after his cousin and her broke up. It was a whole massive love triangle that DeMarco was talking about, and it was hilarious. And I thought to myself, I go, I've had friends who I thought were my boys who then went and slept with my ex-girlfriends. And I hated those guys for doing it. And I said to myself, I'll never trust those guys. I thought DeMarco's story 2 days ago was hilarious and prepared. And those Star Wars brothers that showed up, that was awesome. So I'm a big DeMarco Travis fan.
Oh, I listen to the show, so don't. What I'm saying is not because I'm not a fan. I am definitely a fan, but the way he's saying it sounds like I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys.
Appreciate you,
man. Man, thanks for the love from
Love you
Jacksonville,
too.
Florida, bro.
Have a great day, man.
Hey, we're all over the country now.
By the way, meanwhile, Aaron 19244 in the YouTube chat is calling Beto a kiss ass. Why?
He says, I hate to say it, man, but listening to Beto always seems like he's just kissing everyone's ass because he needs a check. Maybe 20% of the time, if I enjoy his commentary. Am I alone? And I roll back, damn, Aaron, if I was a kiss ass, don't you think I'd work more?
You also fight with everybody about everything.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times it's stupid. Like, I'm not gonna, you guys like me because I'm genuine.
That's my point, is that you're not. You disagree with a lot of things people say. So I disagree with that take.
8:15.
I love this show.
On the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're going to continue taking calls on the Hard Rock Casino hotline, the Hard Rock hotline, thanks to our friends at Hard Rock Casino Tejon. What's next, Funchy?
Let's go to Steven in Thousand Oaks, line 7.
Steven in Thousand Oaks over in TO. What's going on, brother?
What's up, guys? Happy summer, Swans. Last couple calls were a little brutal. Hopefully I could fix it up a little bit. God, I almost fell asleep. I understand what Beto was saying. But this one's for Morales.
Yeah.
I hear the promo every morning. Oh, Sedano Cab, new morning show. You guys been rolling for a year now.
So
it's like a restaurant being open for a year with the grand opening poster still in the window.
So a couple.
Are we going to get any more updates? Or?
Under new management. Yeah.
So a couple things on that. We haven't been on for a year yet. It's
September.
September.
Yeah.
Second thing is radio stations, when they launch, are sometimes new for years. So it may be new for new people that are just joining our thing. Not everybody's a P1 listener.
Strategy,
sometimes there's
bro.
P2s, P3s, P4s.
Yeah, strategy.
Even P67s.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, and another thing.
All right.
Lay off my short king, Trudell, bro.
Well, he's a
See
little
how
guy.
you're doing it.
He's a little guy, man.
My
Short king Trudell, dude. Every time he throws in a little input, you guys just shut him down like one of my little buddies that we like to make fun of.
Well, that is what he is to Morales. He's his short little buddy who he makes fun of.
Oh, we love Trudell, though.
We do love him. He's great.
Hey, Steven, thank you
Short
so much
King
for the call.
is awesome.
Have a great day in Thousand Oaks.
Can we call him now?
Call's been good.
Can we call him the Short King next time he's in?
Yeah, why not? Oh, hey, Punchy, what's next?
What's next, Punch?
Come on, Lova.
I don't, these calls are brutal right here, though. These last
All right.
3, I don't think we should go to
No,
them.
Steven was good.
No, I'm just saying
If
those.
they're not good, Funch, then just tell them, okay, thanks for the call. And
What's the worst of the 3, Funch? Let's hear the worst of the 3.
Ooh, let me
go to trouble in one. No,
no. Oh my God, this guy. No.
Wait, you're not going to put trouble on the air?
No. If I'm going to put the worst call on air, I'm going to have to probably say line 4 because he wants to talk Lakers and
What's his name?
His name's Larry from LA.
Larry from L.A. Good morning.
Is this Larry the Laker?
Hello, Larry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, Larry.
Okay, 2 quick questions. Should the Lakers stop chasing Kumingas and offer Denver a deal that they can't refuse for Cam Johnson? And my second question is, should the Dodgers go after a pitcher or another catcher before the deadline?
I mean, I always like
Great
the catcher,
job, Funch.
but that's just me.
Yeah, right. I'm more of the pitcher guy.
Yeah.
Morales, you're more of the catcher guy.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, that's why we get along so well.
Well, you need a good catcher if you want to go far.
Right. Funch, you nailed it perfectly. And I said give us the worst of the calls. That's really good job by you. You know what I mean? Because that's exactly what we started.
Let's not knock
No,
Larry.
that was a real sports
That's a
question
real
right
sports
there.
call.
Bad call.
Also,
It's not a bad call.
He must
Bad
not
call.
be a. Sorry, he must not be a P1 because he would know then, like, Wendy nixed the whole Kuminga trade thing, No Kuminga talk.
And great job by Lindsay bringing it back to sports.
Yes.
And
then,
great job.
The Cam Johnson angle. Cam Johnson is going to be making about $23 million this year, and the Lakers don't have any assets to really give him up.
See, for everybody that wonders why we have 10 people on this show, it's because everybody brings something different. For instance, Cappy quickly goes, oh, Larry's not a good call because he didn't mention Fonz. I'm trying to defend Larry. Like, we still are ESPN LA in sports. Then Lindsay actually answers the question. Then Beto fills it in more. We need a lot of people on this show to make it complete.
And Beto, if you're going to go to Denver, you want to go for Peyton Watson. You don't want to go after Cam Johnson. If they're going to make about the same type of money, give me the guy that's going to jump out the gym and defend his ass off.
Absolutely.
I just want to know who Kumingas is.
He's on the Summer League roster.
Kumingas.
All right, we're gonna cleanse the palate here.
I like it. I like the calls on Fridays. I think it's
we
great.
might do more. We might do more.
I think Friday calls would be fun.
Well, it won't happen. Come the fall. We got a lot to do on Friday.
Well, he's off on Friday.
But maybe we do maybe it could be a digital hour thing.
It's Thursday.
Usually
'cause that's
Thursday,
his
yeah.
travel day.
Yeah.
I'm
Meanwhile,
available.
8:19 on a Schwanzaholic Friday. Thank you to everybody who called in on the Hard Rock Hotline. I see the lines are still lit up. Punchy, is there anybody worth taking when we return in 3 minutes?
Come on,
Please, you
Funch.
got to take line 3. You have to. It's about Trudell. That's why.
Okay, we'll do line 3 in 3 minutes. But first, our friends from Pizza Hut came in yesterday. And I will say, I got into that. I had a slice of the veggie when we got off the air.
So good.
The veggie is just so crisp.
I
The
know.
thin crust.
Right.
Oh.
It's so good. It is. It's true. And it makes you think about like old school Pizza Hut, right? Like when you used to have birthday parties at Pizza Hut, or like you'd get done with Little League games and you'd go right to Pizza Hut. Friday nights, you'd go with the family. I used to go for lunch all the time because they had that great all-you-could-eat pizza bar and salad bar. It's got you thinking about that old school red roof, that brick and mortar Pizza Hut store. I'm telling you, man, it's awesome. Well, now, if you're thinking retro, Pizza Hut is bringing things back with the new throwback value menu. You've got the iconic favorites like the personal pan pizza. We had one yesterday. It was supposed to be for Jorge. We gave it to Armin. He powered that thing down. Personal pan pizza, breadsticks, the 2-liter Pepsi for just $4. Like, there's all kinds of things that are so inexpensive at Pizza Hut. Also, how about this? A medium one-topping original stuffed crust pizza for only $11.99. I put that stuffed crust pizza in my mouth yesterday. Ate it from the back door, dude. It was amazing.
All right, just say from the back.
What does it matter? Also, Pizza Hut's got new items like the triple cheese mac. Everybody was raving about it yesterday, and the gooey s'more sticks. Hey, look, if you're ready to relive the good old days, or maybe you want to create some new memories, check out the Pizza Hut throwback value menu, but don't wait, because it's really only for a very limited time. You can order today on the Pizza Hut app. If I can do it, you can do it. Download the Pizza Hut app, order right there on the app. It's a limited time offer. Additional charges do apply for extra cheese, toppings, and specialty recipes. But I'm telling you right now, Pizza Hut going retro and saving you a whole bunch of money on some really great food.
By the way, it's Bun Dad weekend. It's just me and Otis the Bunny this weekend.
Yeah.
Because Stephanie's out of town.
So what are you going to do?
There might be a Friday night veggie thin crust delivered.
That was so good. The thin crust from Pizza Hut is amazing. And I'm not usually a veggie eater like on a pizza. I'm usually more of like, give me some proteins. But I'm telling you right now, that veggie pie yesterday was out of this world.
Otis will eat her hay while I'm eating the Pizza Hut. Jack.
Nice.
All right, it's Sedano and Cap Morning Show. 8:22 on a Friday. We will take line 3. Funchy says that's a good one. We'll do that next. 3 minutes from right now on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's insurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due on signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Social security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per access miles. Expires 7/31/26.
Hey, what's up, Holmes?
Yes, indeed. 8:23 in the morning. Rams training camp is back this weekend. Tune in Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. for Beto and Geeter. Live from Rams training camp at LMU. Rams training camp. What was that? Training camp coverage on ESPN LA. Powered by Waba Grill. Waba Grill. It's for you, Jack. We get more from the Hard Rock Hotline. More calls in 2 minutes from right now.
This is the Doctor in the Dugout. Buyer, presented by Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I'm often asked about people who suffer their first back injury, think they've pulled a muscle in their back, and they don't stretch enough as far as their back is concerned. So when do you seek care from a doctor when you've sustained a back injury? At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we like to tell people that the most important thing is to watch and see if that back pain is radiating down your leg, causing any numbness, causing any weakness, or any bowel or bladder dysfunction. These are surgical problems usually and require a more urgent visit to the emergency room rather than waiting to see the doctor. If none of these signs are present, it's safe to wait it out, rest for a few days, and seek medical care from your doctor within a week or so. Hope that helps. Keep stretching your back. If that doesn't get better in a week or 10 days, that's when it's time to seek the orthopedic specialist. Hope this keeps you on the field, and keep listening. We'll be back soon.
Keep listening for more on the road to recovery, right here on 710 ESPN.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hi, this is Avner Gat, founding partner of the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Avner Gat Inc. is your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call me directly at 818-917-5256 for help navigating the complexity of your insurance claim. Now back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
BIN, living.
He was really good in that.
Yeah, Randall Pink Floyd.
Meanwhile, Punchy, which line are we going to? You said line 3 was the one we wanted to go to here?
Yeah.
We're going to line 3, Derek in Santa Monica.
Derek, good morning. Welcome on the Hard Rock Hotline.
How are you guys doing?
Beautiful, man.
Derek.
I love the show. I love since you guys moved it to the morning. It's been the best. I'm a loyal listener. But
Appreciate
I got to
dog.
tell you, man, Trudell is one of my favorites. When you guys open the show and you're doing the do,
right.
You ever listen to Trudell?
Right. He goes,
He just sits to himself.
yeah, he hits those high notes too, doesn't he?
But he does it right to himself. It's the perfect thing. That's the one thing that makes me crack up on the show when he does that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I just want to tell you this, guys.
Thank you so much, Derek. Have
Good
a great
call.
day.
Good call.
Have a great
Yeah.
day, man.
Good job,
awesome,
Brooke,
man.
putting the
We
video
love
of Trudell. Yeah.
Anything
Chris,
else?
I didn't
Anything
tell
else
you
out
this.
there, Punchy? Or
There's a guy from Texas, right?
He has a guy from Texas, but he wants to talk about the L word.
what's
What
the
L
L
word?
word?
LeBron.
Okay, hold on. We'll get to him in a moment. But what were you going to
L
say?
word.
What were you going to say, Cappy?
So the other day I called Mike Trudell off air, and guess what happened? When the phone was answered, guess who answered the call?
Oh, don't.
Yep, it was Mrs. Trudell.
Oh, boy.
Why you
And
got to make
she
it weird, man?
is wonderful. I adore her. I'm not sliding into her DMs now. I'm not, kind of creeping out and just following all of her stuff and then enlarging the pictures of her in a bathing suit. I'm on the phone.
See, there's again the line,
I'm on the phone, man.
the stepping of the line.
You know, Trudell finally gave her the phone. Here, talk to Cappy.
No, she actually said, she goes, I decided, I saw your name pop up on the phone, and I decided I'm going to answer the phone. Shout out to the Trudells. We love them. That's all. Now let's talk L Word.
I mean, I don't know, man. Now, were you nice about it? Because if I called Bergie and Mean Gene answered, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? I called Bergie. I'd be a real a-hole.
No. Here's what
you would not be an a-hole.
Here's what Cappy
But
did.
that's not
Hey,
a thing
girl!
against
Hey,
Gene.
girl!
If I called Beto and his Heine picked up,
Well,
I'd be like,
3 in the morning.
yeah, I'd be like, no, I called Beto. Can you put Beto on the phone?
I was
Like, that's
very
Well,
just the
nice.
he's in trouble right now. Lo tengo amarrado.
I just acted like his mom answered the phone. I was like, hi, is Mike home? Can I speak to Mike, please? Because that's the way it used to be before we all had cell phones. You know, your mom would answer the phone, and they go, hi, can I please talk to Scott?
Hi,
Mrs.
Trudell.
Right.
Is
exactly.
Scotty home?
Right.
Oh, man.
All right, who's the Lakers call or the LeBron call from Texas?
I don't know.
Funchy?
L Word.
Funchy, you got to give us the name.
L Word.
I'm
Come
sorry,
on,
Sid.
Funch.
What line?
Go to line 1.
All right.
George from Austin, Texas.
George, good morning from Austin, Texas. How are you?
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up, Georgie?
So I have an idea or a bid, just to speed up the process for LeBron to make his decision. Calling ESPN radio stations like Miami, Cleveland, Philly, just to see how the fan base feels about him joining the team. And just like Cap says, everyone, LeBron listens to the show.
We're going to pot you down, brother, because we have breaking news.
Oh, my.
At 8:31 on Friday, the 24th of July, we now head to our LeBron breaking news desk via Shams to Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Breaking news, LeBron James is signing with the Philadelphia 76ers on a 2-year, $8 million deal with a player option.
Breaking news on ESPN LA, presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you.
I also have LeBron James has actually spoken as well. I've not read this yet, but LeBron has tweeted, and there's a few of them here. So just give me a moment. I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide. But I was pretty sure I played my last game. I was honest at that last press conference when I said I needed to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. I still truly love this game, and I have more to give. The last few weeks have really been special. I've never been able to have no clue. I've never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think. I've had an incredible few months with all the people I love trying to figure it all out. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What I'm really playing for at this point, I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and to have a chance at the feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can help make the Philadelphia 76ers a championship team, and I'm so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA, Miami, I'll forever love, and Northeast Ohio will always home.
Wow. All right. So first reaction, I want Lindsay Baseball, our resident LeBron super fan and apologist at times. Lindsay, your thoughts?
Lame.
Now, here's what I'll say. If he can somehow pull it off in Philly, they will build a statue of him.
Yeah, good luck with Joel Embiid.
Well, it's just like playing with Anthony Davis, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was even 2 years ago. Anthony Davis was more durable.
2 years ago.
He does like Jaylen Brown, though. I'm disappointed, but whatever. As long as it's not Golden State, I'm not that mad.
Mm-hmm. He's in the East, Cappy.
My first reaction is
Shocked.
I'm shocked, to be honest. Because he talked about happiness. So for me, I thought happiness would be close to LA, where family can still be home base, so that would be Golden State. I thought happiness could be going home to Cleveland, where you could return for your final chapter. And I also thought happiness might be Miami, because you know the organization and they just got Giannis and you know the city and so on and so forth. To be honest, I never really believed Philadelphia was in on this. But on the other hand, when you think about LeBron, who was just at this Fanatics Fest in New York, and you think about Michael Rubin, who owns Fanatics, and you think about he is a very passionate 76ers fan, lifelong Philadelphia guy, I guess I could see where maybe the recruiting side of things could have gotten to LeBron. And listen, Rich Paul said a couple weeks ago he's not chasing rings. I would ask you guys this question. Do you think he has a better chance of winning a ring in the next 2 years in Philly, Golden State, Miami, or Cleveland? I mean, I guess you could make the argument that Cleveland and Miami are close, but going to the East, being in the what I'll call the easier of the two conferences, and having a chance to play more national TV games just because of timing, I'm surprised, but yet I'm rationalizing it all at the same time. Beto, what do you think?
I'm surprised, too, that he went with Philly, but if you look at their core, if you have a healthy Embiid, again, that's if you have the Embiid, right? Edgecombe, I really like him. Tyrese Maxey, I really like him. That's a good team right there. And add LeBron, they can definitely make some noise in the East. I'm looking at this from the Lakers' perspective. So, LeBron, 2 years, $8 million. Couldn't you have done that in L.A.?
I'm so glad you're saying that.
Like,
Beto.
bro, like, what are you doing here?
I'm so glad you're saying that, because here's the thing. If it's not about money, and if it was going to be about happiness, why not just say to the Lakers weeks ago, hey, guys, get us a center, get us some more longer, athletic, younger type guys, and you know what I'll do? I'll take a massive pay cut, and I'll take a 2-year. Bergie, you said it was a 2-year, $8 million deal?
$2 million, $8 million, 2-year, $8 million deal. 2 years, so with a player option in the second year.
Yeah.
So really, it's a 1 year, $4 million
One and
deal.
one.
Right. So
the
why
Lakers
not?
aren't as good as like what Philly could potentially be.
And
that's true,
Lindsay. And
especially
more,
the East.
But more to your point, the Lakers didn't show him the love. The Lakers didn't say to LeBron, "Hey, LeBron, look, you know the story here, right? You realize that we're now Luka, and Luka's our future, and you know that we have to put a lot of money into Austin Reeves because we want him to be part of it as well.
Yeah, that's the future,
right? You've done what you've had this brilliant career. Money is clearly not an issue for you at this stage of your life. Why not take a 1-year, $4 million deal with the Lakers and help us win?" And it could be because he said, I don't believe you guys can win. That's even with me, I don't think you guys can win. And then secondarily, you guys are not telling me you want me, you love me, you need me. You're not showing me this great appreciation. And it goes back to that Dave McMenamin story several weeks ago, where Dave told the story about how LeBron thought that he should have gotten a game ball after one of the records. I don't remember exactly what record. Berg, do you remember what record it was? Beto, do you remember? Where he was upset after the game
One
because
of the many that he got this year.
Right,
He passed
Was it
Kareem.
the all-time scorer?
Yeah,
No. That was 2 years. That was like a couple seasons ago at home against Oklahoma City. It was something this past year.
Might have been the most games played.
Oh,
you know what? You might be right.
I think that's right.
You might be right. And
It's
remember,
a freaking ball.
according to Dave McMenamin, he left the arena that night, didn't even like really shower and change, kind of left with like bags of ice on his knee. That's the way I remember the story. And LeBron was so upset because I think JJ that same night may have gotten to his 100th career victory as an NBA head coach. And so Rob Pelinka steps up at the in the locker room and goes, "Here, let's give a game ball to Rui." I don't remember what Rui did that night. I think it was Rui. And then here's one for JJ. And LeBron's sitting there going, "Hello? Nothing for me. Nothing." He wasn't feeling it.
8:38 in the morning, we react to the breaking news. LeBron is now a 76er. Breaking news on ESPN LA, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Now on the Hard Rock Hotline. You were doing the show with him just last night. Less than 12 hours ago, Chris Geeter McGee reacting to the breaking news. Good morning, Geeter.
Good morning. Hi, Morales.
Hi, Geeter. Great job last night.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. Emily carried us, which was
sure
the best
did.
part.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
She
so
really
Geeter,
did.
now you have heard that LeBron, the saga of the summer is over. He is a 76er. Your initial thoughts?
Well, it's not a LeBron-free zone today, but maybe tomorrow. Emily asked us last night when we were in that little suite, side-by-side, glorious on the YouTube channel, and she said, who goes first, Aaron Donald decision or LeBron James? And I sat on it for a minute, and Cappy answered, and then I said, I hope it's LeBron James so we don't have to talk about it every day. Because I've been kind of ready for him to make this decision. I actually thought it was going to be Golden State, but I flipped around 25 times, 30 times, probably like George and Cappy and all of you guys. And I convinced myself it was Miami. And then I thought, well, but it's a good story going home to Cleveland. But at the end of the day, I thought for sure it would be the Warriors. I mean, this makes sense basketball-wise in terms of, like, trying to go to a team that can win a title. And, you know, you got Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. And, you know, he's basically the same role he had with the Lakers, to be honest with you, which I think will, you know, it's kind of interesting. It just kind of proves, I think, our point for the last month of, you know, the LeBron Lakers kind of parting ways was done amicably and mutually.
Yeah, but I got to say, Geet, as the announcement comes out, and I'm a little surprised that he does it on a Friday, because I would have thought that he would have done it on a Monday, thinking that the whole world will spend the rest of the week talking about him. But, you know, kind of a news dump on a Friday, even though it's early, not 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just, as I'm sitting here right now, Geeter, I got to say I'm shocked. I'm with you. I thought Golden State, there was a lot of that you could make sense of that. Cleveland, you could make sense of. Same with Miami. Philadelphia, if he goes there and in the next year or two is to win a title, I mean, unbelievable story. But if he goes there and he doesn't even sniff a title, it's like, wow, man, you went and played for yet another team, sort of crawling to the end of your career, even if he's great. So when Rich Paul said he's not chasing a ring, I would argue to you that of the teams that he was looking at or that he was rumored to be looking at, this team is probably the closest now, especially with Jaylen Brown's addition. I would say to you that this is probably the closest team that he's got to really winning a championship.
I mean, I think you just nailed it, Cappy. I feel like LeBron has always been, you know, strategic in where he's gone, right? Like drafted by Cleveland, but going to Miami to team up with Wade and Bosh, something that they talked about when they were at the Olympics together a couple years prior, and then, you know, going and winning and then saying, I'm going back to Cleveland, get them a ring, which he did. And then the LA move, you know, made sense on a lot of levels. And one thing I kind of learned over the years was, like, LeBron knows his history of the game, right? And he was never going to go to the Clippers. And I'm not trying to knock them, but he just wasn't, right? Like people said, he's not going to Memphis this year. He's not going to Charlotte. Like he's going to a place where there is some history and, above all, a chance to get that ring. And that, to me, is what this one symbolizes. It's not like, hey, I'm going because I'm going to be happiest here. Like that's probably Golden State, playing with your friends, right? Or staying in L.A., playing with Bronny, playing alongside Luka. Let's see if we can recreate that March here this next season that we had. We went 15-2. Going to Philadelphia with that team in the East symbolizes to me that, you know, he's got a chance to win, and that was the priority.
And Geeter, we saw this when the Lakers went on that run in March when they were 15-2, and we saw the third option, right? How that team was rolling when they were just all healthy and going. You're like, damn it. Am I one that wants LeBron off the team? No. Because LeBron adds to this Lakers. He makes them better. But at the price that he wanted this offseason, you know what? Hey, appreciate you. It's been a good ride, but you want it. Doesn't it kind of like burn for Laker fans that, hey, now you're going to go take a 2-year, $8 million deal when you could have done that in L.A.? Like the Laker fans gave it all, right?
Yeah, I mean, I see your point, Beto, and I feel like.
So how come Philly gets the discount but not the Lakers?
Yeah, you're going to see that for sure. I mean, there are going to be a lot of Laker fans, I think, that will feel that way. Like, well, why didn't you just stay in L.A.? But I kind of keep going back to this, guys. I feel like when the Lakers didn't extend LeBron and he picked up his option, and every single year they've kind of gone through, hey, are you going to do this again? Yes, let's do it again. Okay, we'll run it back, sign a new 2-year deal. I think this was just a year where it was, hey, we're in a spot with our cap and Luka's age that we can kind of really start to build for the future and try to make this thing built around Luka and AR and go for it. And I think mutually that was what happened. You know, LeBron's like, listen, I don't really see myself in this, even though, yeah, of course he makes any team better, right? I mean, wouldn't you love to have him on the minimum? So
well,
it just kind of goes to show me, you know, really this was a parting of the ways that both sides wanted.
Thank you so much, Geeter. The great Chris Geeter McGee from Spectrum Sports sent on the Hard Rock Hotline.
Summer response.
Yes. Have a good day, Geeter. Good luck with everything. Meanwhile, and good luck at Rams training camp Sunday with Beto. Meanwhile, Momo is going to join us in just a moment. But first, we have breaking news. We head back to the breaking news desk. Gregory Arthur Bergman has a statement from Italy.
George Sedano says, and I quote, Bob Myers is arguably the best executive in sports. No surprise he got LeBron to Philly.
There you go. George Sedano live from Italy. Meanwhile, the 8 a.m. hour is sponsored by Fix My DUI. Life can change in a moment. Even good people make mistakes. Did you know what you do in the first 10 days after a DUI can impact your driving privileges? That's why it's important to act now. Angelica and the team at Fix My DUI are here to answer any questions about your DUI, DMV hearing, driver's license, or SR22 insurance requirements. Call today for a free consultation at 888-607-7077 or visit fixmydui.org. Now, another ball nowhere extreme, live on the Hard Rock Casino hotline. The one and only Momo, Ramona Shelburne, joins us. Good morning, Momo. Your initial thoughts about LeBron James going to the 76ers?
I mean, I checked twice to make sure Shams wasn't hacked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw LeBron's tweets, and I was like, okay, I guess it's Philly. The like we all thought they were a long shot just because there's just no real storyline there. There's no there's no callback, right? Like Miami, there's history with Cleveland. Obviously, there's history. Golden State would be a great storyline. But I think he likes the fit in Philly. I know he's pretty close with Tyrese Maxey. I know they work out together in the summers. Everybody kind of loves Tyrese Maxey. He's sort of a great person and kid to be around. BJ comes obviously exciting. Jaylen Brown and LeBron have gotten closer over the years. I know they've had a couple of phone calls between he and Joel Embiid. I think that obviously went well enough. And he just must like the basketball fit. That's the only reason you would choose that over the other options, right? Like I can see the basketball fit there. They have a lot of talent there. But it's still quite shocking, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe, Ramona, maybe we all looked at it wrong. I mean, we all said there's a story in Golden State.
Yep.
He's been in Miami. He could finish up at home in Cleveland. Maybe what we didn't think about was, you know what, a fresh start in a new organization, in a new city. This could be something that could be a lot more fun and comfortable, interesting, different, unique. I mean, I think that we all underestimated Philly because I don't think any of us really thought it was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, so much of what LeBron has done in his life is do such grand gestures, right? Like it's all about he's been the king, and there has to be some sort of, when he went to the Lakers, it was like you're playing for a glamour franchise in the NBA. Like if you're, when he goes to the Cavs, obviously it's his hometown. In Miami, you're going to Pat Riley. Like this really is just about the basketball, I think. Like Philly, no offense to Philly, it's one of the bigger teams and all that, but they don't have the same kind of history as those other franchises. And I think he probably just want to go play with guys that are more his style. And you're not really joining somebody else's team, right? I mean, a couple of years ago it would have been Joel Embiid's team, but I think as he's been injured and his career's kind of, hasn't been quite as much in the limelight. This isn't more like, you're going to teach a bunch of new guys how to win. You're the guy that gets them over the hump. And maybe I like what you said, Cappy. Maybe it's about a fresh start because, he's older and you need something to invigorate you. And I thought what was interesting in his little statement that he had on Twitter, he said at the end of last year he thought he was done. Like at that last press conference and that last game, he thought he was done. And him saying that and that's kind of a new sentiment. Like if he thought that was his last game. I mean, I was there that last game, and all the people who were part of his life at the beginning, right? Like Lynn Merritt from Nike and these, like the people who would be there if it was potentially his last game, they were all there, like just in case. And I don't know if he let on to people or if they just had a feeling or whatever, but clearly something has happened in the last, couple of months that led him to say, I'm going to play again and I'm going to do something different. But what reinvigorates you? Just a fresh start someplace? Sure, I can see that. I guess we'll hear more from him, though. We'll see if he does any interviews, if he's on Mind the Game or if he's on with Kellerman and Rich Paul. We'll see how this has all been going. I think I don't know if they dropped their episode of their podcast yet today, but I assume that's happening. So we'll see how this goes. But it's a surprising choice. I don't know. You guys, when you saw it, what did you guys think?
Ramon, I'm not surprised. I thought he was going to go to Cleveland, but I'm surprised at the 2-year, $8 million. Are you?
No, I think I think we've all been expecting that. Like, that's kind of what these teams had, and everyone else was sort of waiting to sign their contracts. But there was what's it gonna, if you're taking a lot less money, it doesn't really matter if you're taking the minimum or if you're taking a lot. If you're taking $6 million a year versus $4 million a year. I don't think it was going to make a difference. So
yeah,
whatever that money was, it's a lot less than he used to make.
Yeah, but I think, Ramona, like Laker fans, like somebody like myself, I was ready to move on. But on the other hand, at $4 million a year, I would have gladly have had LeBron back.
Yeah.
But I do think this is a basketball strategy move, though, because LeBron is probably looking at San Antonio and Oklahoma City and going, it doesn't matter what we do with the Lakers. We're not going to get over on those two guys, not yet. But if I go to the East, I've got a real chance. Yes, New York won the whole thing and Cleveland was in the finals, but I actually think I could get back to the finals. And of the teams that I'm looking at, I think Philadelphia's got the best roster if I join it. So I think this was basketball strategy for LeBron. What do you think?
Yeah, I think also if he says it's not $4 million with the Lakers is not $4 million because it's $48 million less than you made last year, right?
Yeah,
with the same team.
Yeah.
That's why, there's this sort of disadvantage of being the incumbent, because the pay cut would be from you. It's different when it's someplace else, right? Because they could have paid him more. All of these other teams can't pay him more. And there's kind of a difference when somebody's cutting your salary when they could pay you more. And I think it would create resentment. Plus, I just think the Lakers and LeBron were sort of ready to turn it over. It's been 8 years, and they've already got their new star. So I think the time here was done. I was sort of glad that they had a very clean divorce. Like, it could have got emotional and messy and yucky, and I think both sides deserve a lot of credit for not making it that way. Like, it was, I don't even know if there's an alimony check, right? It's just they just got divorced, like it was fine.
Momo,
and
you're the best.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
All
Have
right.
a great Friday.
Thanks, guys.
Ramona Shelburne, Momo on the Hard Rock Casino Hotline. Thanks to our friends at Hard Rock Casino Tajon. 8:52 in the morning on a Friday. LeBron is now a 76er. We'll continue to react in the digital hour. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially. Top of the hour, we continue on YouTube and on the app. But, Cappy, let's talk about our friend. And I'm interested to hear what he thinks about this, and I'm sure he will at some point today. The great Jacob Imrani.
So, look, Friday traffic in L.A., it's like its own living organism, right? People leaving work early, they're heading out to dinner, they're trying to beat the freeway back up, and then one careless move, and by the way, I saw a lot of them last night as I was leaving that YouTube theater. One careless move can cause a car accident that throws everything off. Your weekend plans become now about a tow truck, a sore neck, a bunch of calls you didn't ask for. If you're injured in a crash, the insurance calls will start fast. So before you give a statement, before you accept anything that doesn't feel right, you talk to Jacob Imrani and the Call Jacob team at 800-345-67. Thank you, 89. They help accident victims understand what comes next, what to watch for, and how to fight for the recovery they deserve. You'll get a free consultation, a no-obligation case review, and there's no fee unless Jacob wins. So you call that number, 800-345-6789, or you go to calljacob.com. That's 800-345-6789. 89 or call jacob.com.
Thank you, Cappy. 8:53. Coming up, Trudell will join us at 9:04. He will give us his reaction. Plus, maybe we'll open those phone lines again, the Hard Rock Hotline, and get your reaction. 877-710-ESPN. Don't call yet. We'll tell you when to call. It's Beto. It's Cappy. It's producer Lindsay Baseball, Gregory Arthur Bergman, producer Jorge Funchy and you. LeBron James is going to Philly, Jack.
Hey guys, if you're heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, you're taking a risk most people don't think about until it's too late. Summer colds linger and can turn into sinus infections that could last for weeks. Getting sick right before vacation can derail everything. And when you're traveling, finding a doctor and a pharmacy can be really stressful. That's why I ordered a medical emergency kit. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right at home. It includes essential prescriptions like amoxicillin and generic Z-Packs to treat wide ranges of common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick, at home or on the road, you already have what you need. No waiting for your doctor, no hours at urgent care, no pharmacy lines, no copays. You just match your symptoms to the right prescription in your guidebook, or you call the telemedicine doctor standing by. Start on your bed sooner and feel better faster. Every home needs at least one medical emergency kit. Order yours online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. Promo code is 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days or $3,000 customer cash on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end August 3rd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Guys, Pizza Hut takes me back old school. Birthday parties, Little League, Friday nights, there was always something special about the Hut. Now, celebrate again with Pizza Hut's new throwback value menu. Iconic favorites like a personal pan pizza, breadsticks, and a 2-liter soda starting at just $4. Feed the family with the original stuffed crust pizza, $11.99 for a 1-topping medium. Try new additions like triple cheese, mac, and gooey s'mores sticks. Go to pizzahut.com or order now on the Pizza Hut app.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Kenny here to help you ignite your taste buds with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Juicy cherry, citrus lime, and blue raspberry. It's that iconic freezer pop flavor, but with none of the guilty sugar aftermath. The perfect summer kick. It's a delicious, portable, zero-sugar energy shot bursting with flavor. Bring on summer with Firework Freeze 5-Hour Energy Shots. Available online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's insurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due on signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Social security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per ICS miles. Expires 7/31/26.
Here's good news for folks who have a jumbo loan. The Loan Exchange, America's jumbo lender, is offering a 30-year fixed-rate loan at a 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR for loan amounts up to $3 million. So if you have a mortgage with an interest rate of 6% or higher, give America's jumbo lender a call at 833-436-8800. You drive around to find the cheapest gas, so why not refinance your mortgage? Every day you wait, you're wasting money on needless interest. Go to theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 to find out what your savings will be with a new 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR. NMLS 1637539. Loan subject to credit approval. See website for licensing information, loan terms and conditions. Equal housing lender. That's theloanexchange.com or call 833-436-8800 for a 30-year fixed-rate loan at 5.75% interest rate and 5.962% APR.
If Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea was your best friend, it would be the kind of friend that starts an impromptu dance party in the supermarket aisle that turns into an all-day pool party rager at your place, and you don't even own a pool. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea turns any day into a legendary adventure. It's smooth and refreshing real iced tea with just the right kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen. The home of the Lakers, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
The Summer of Schwartz on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go be Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Turns out there's a Walmart right in my own neighborhood.
Wow.
They got it all.
Yeah, it's like a grocery store, too.
I was able to buy a sex toy in a Walmart.
Dude. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on the air.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
A little sabor? Yeah, I don't think people like being called hack.
You're the widow on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
Do you want to know how many times I've talked to Rich Paul about LeBron ever?
Oh, my God. I don't know.
That was incredible.
Way to dial it out.
I was waiting for an entrance,
That was incredible.
I would say once, and it wasn't even, I jumped into a conversation that someone was asking him about LeBron. Like, it wasn't even me.
Boy, this is ponderous, man. Ponderous.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
When I'm on vacation, you can talk all the schwanz you want.
Right. Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Bit boy.
Well, you want to woo-woo?
Right now.
Monstrous.
Beto, I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
So,
My girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face.
Beautiful.
Okay, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
This is Pepe Mantilla, your Spanish voice of the Los Angeles Lakers. This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Good morning, Ascot.
Hey, Beto, where you been, homeboy?
Oh, yeah. 9:03, good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Feel Good Friday, this 24th of July, 2026. Well, we were having a nice Schwanzaholic Friday. We even took phone calls this morning. We were having fun and frivolity, being loose, having fun. And then LeBron just had to do this on a Bun Dad Friday. The breaking news earlier this morning, LeBron James is headed to Philly, signing a 2-year, $8 million deal with the 76ers. We broke it here thanks to our friends at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They bring us all the breaking news on ESPN LA. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you headed into the weekend. Get that lube job you need. Mike Trudell will join us in just a moment, but I want to hear Stephen A's initial reaction from ESPN, from First Take, when this broke this morning. Let's play it, guys.
Shock, because I thought that if he was going back east, he would go home, that he wouldn't dangle his availability in the face of the Cleveland Cavaliers and then go somewhere else. For him to choose the Philadelphia 76ers, this is a shock among shockers. And I think that this speaks to Bob Myers, the architect, the former 4-time champion executive for the Golden State Warriors, being in Philly now and having him there, who went out and pulled off a heist as far as most of us are concerned in getting Jaylen Brown. So now you got Jaylen Brown, okay, who's big time, obviously, with Tyrese Maxey, who's big time. You got him with VJ Edgecombe, who shined as a rookie and's got tremendous potential. And now you're looking at it, if Joel Embiid is 50%, I mean, if he can give you anything during the playoffs, the Philadelphia 76ers could win the championship. I think this right here puts the Philadelphia 76ers right there with the New York Knicks as the favorites in the Eastern Conference to come out of the East and represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. That's how big this move is, because LeBron is a savant. His basketball IQ is off the charts. And you combine that with the greatness of a Jaylen Brown and a Tyrese Maxey, with the leadership that Bob Myers has emanating from above as the executive for this team. I don't think there's any question. The Philadelphia 76ers, I'm shocked by this. The Philadelphia 76ers are now in play to be a championship favorite. You know, one of the top 4 teams in San Antonio, Oklahoma City, New York Knicks, Philadelphia 76ers, and not necessarily in that order. They're the top.
That's Stephen A. from this morning on First Take. So now it is time for the Ball Knower Extreme, Mike Trudell, to join us on the Hard Rock Hotline right here on ESPN LA. It's amazing, Trudell, how these coincidences keep happening. LeBron does a podcast with J.J. Redick. J.J. becomes the Lakers head coach. That wasn't connected at all. Bob Myers goes on with Rich Paul. That had nothing to do with anything. It was just random. And now LeBron is a 76er. Your initial reaction?
What's up, Christopher? I at first, literally had to check something. So the Sixers drafted a kid named LeBaron Philon Jr.
Right.
this year. And I was like, and I saw, is there a misprint here? Because I've never really seen the name LeBaron before, but it's LeBron if you just take out the A in the middle, essentially, and you change the A to the E. So once I figured, Cappy, that wasn't the case, I have said many times on our air after Draymond Green opted out that I thought Golden State was the one scenario that at least made sense for me of something that the Lakers didn't have, but still had a lot of the pluses that the Lakers had, including the proximity to family and the golf, but most importantly, sort of some of his peers that he could spend time with. But if you actually think about the basketball fit for LeBron going on a veteran's minimum contract, it was either Philadelphia or Minnesota. And I don't think that just from a city standpoint, LeBron might have considered my hometown of Minneapolis in the same way that he would Philly, just for the pomp and circumstance and the relativity to the larger NBA and the sort of the amount of fans that are out there that if he's able to actually get the job done there, which would only be getting done if they actually win the title, I can see that. And I guess that it's interesting to me, but in the context of basketball, that does make some more sense. And then it's the only fresh start that he could have going east. So Miami wouldn't have been a fresh start. Cleveland, he's already done that. The Knicks won the title last year, or I think he would have gone to the Knicks. So that I can talk myself into it making some more sense from a basketball perspective.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think the fresh start part of it is right on. All the other teams that you mentioned, Cleveland, Miami, been there, done that. Golden State was something that we all looked at and said, well, this could be fun for him, but it's not really in pursuit of a championship per se. And I think this whole notion that LeBron wanted to be happy and LeBron is not, this was according to Rich Paul, is not ring chasing. I don't know why there's a problem with ring chasing. And to me, going to Philadelphia, it checks 2 boxes. It's new, it's refreshing, I could be happy, this is interesting. And guess what? I'm going into the Eastern Conference, and I think I have a legitimate shot to win a title, or at least play for a title with Philadelphia. So I don't know why these guys said he's not ring chasing. To me, this is a ring chasing move, and that's perfectly fine. That's why you play, to win. But I will say, Mike, like Stephen A., we just played his soundbite. I'm finding this to be a very shocking development because, to me, I never saw Philadelphia as being real.
No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt that it's shocking. It was one of the cities that, or one of the teams that was listed, right? And I guess if you're going to buy that there was the tease, it was that whole trust the process thing. But again, he's been saying that for years, so I didn't take it too seriously. I'm already thinking about the basketball fit, though, Cappy. And like the interesting part of this, Joel Embiid is going to come up, and whether or not he could stay healthy for a championship run, like their big man behind Joel Embiid is Ariel Hukporti, who they just signed off the Knicks roster for essentially a minimum contract, $3.4 million next year. Then they have Adem Bona, who's a young player, kind of a backup big. But you know that Embiid's going to miss a ton of games, so I guess you start one of those younger centers, and it's basically like just rebound the basketball, protect the rim. They certainly don't need offensive creation from that spot. So when Embiid is in the game, they also don't really need offensive creation from him. You've got Maxey and Edgecombe in the backcourt. You've got Brown and LeBron on the wings. You've got Anthony Simons off the bench. That's more shot creation than you need. What they're going to need is more of just like, do they have enough of the guys, and can some of those stars do the role player stuff? And that's going to be fascinating to watch because it takes teams a long time to figure that kind of thing out. And I know we have months to dissect that, Cappy, and in that sense, it's a gift from a sports talk radio standpoint and just the makeup of the NBA. But it really is a fascinating fit from a basketball concept. And you're 100% right about the shock of it. Like I was lying in bed here, and the kids are upstairs, and Annie kind of, she's like, "Did you see the alert here, Philly?" And I was like, "Really?" And then I had to do the same thing I'm sure you guys did, and the multiple check and the multiple scrolling, and yeah.
Was
totally
there multiple scoring later on or no?
Well, I figured the second that I said I'm in bed with Annie, I knew that one of you would ask it. I figured it would be you, Morales, and I understand that's where you were going to go with it. Well,
you got to understand, earlier in the show when we were just having fun and frivolity on a Friday, a Schwanzaholic Friday, Cappy told us that he called you and Annie Trudell picked up the phone, or maybe vice versa, I don't really know, and he had a whole conversation with your wife. So I thought that was an uncomfortable move by Annie, but hey, if she wants to put herself in that situation, that's fine.
No, that's not exactly what happened. Cappy called, and I was in the kitchen with Annie, and so I said, "Hey, this would be funny. Just answer this," and because I was like, "Is he going to think that you answer my phone?" So I was standing right there, and I just put it on speaker, but I didn't reveal that it was me at first. So he was definitely shocked when she said, "Hello," and he was like, "Hello," and he was.
But I said, Mike, that I treated her like she was your mom. Like, "Hello, is Michael home? Can I talk to Mike, please?"
Yeah, I think that's yeah, like as if it was. He's like, "Wait, does Trudell have a home phone line, like an old school home phone?" And no, the answer is no, we don't. But I think that was what it was like. So Annie said hi for a couple of minutes, and then I told Cappy that it was me. So
meanwhile,
it wasn't. I mean, I thought that you would appreciate it.
Your old radio partner Trudell, Michael Thompson, will join us at 9:20 this morning as we continue reacting to LeBron James now being a 76er.
Yeah, I got the text from Michael right here. It says, if Embiid can be healthy, they could win. Right there. That's the Michael Thompson. Now, Trudell, you're going to be in Philadelphia for Christmas. You know that now, right?
You think that the Lakers will play at the Sixers on Christmas Day?
Lakers and Sixers on Christmas Day. Hello, Silver said he was waiting. Now the schedule's made. There's no way, right?
I mean, no, that would be Sixers at Lakers to me would be more likely.
Yeah, they're not bringing LeBron here to get booed. No, they're going to leave him in Philly.
No, I don't. I think the better dramatic game, Beto, is to have it be in Los Angeles, just so you have that dynamic. Like it's to have Luka and Austin and JJ go to Philly isn't quite the same as whatever the mixed reaction. And I don't think. I'll say this, like from a Lakers perspective, I don't think this is I can't believe you're going to Philly, like in the sense of if he went to Boston or something or some Western Conference team. So I don't think there's any real ill will. LeBron did what he promised to do or what was expected of him to do. He delivered a title. And I've said this many times. I think that they would have won again the next year. They had the best team on paper, had the bubble tax not gotten them, and they had a 1 month off season. So I think they would have won 2 titles with LeBron. And then without the Westbrook trade, which was obviously a horrendous overall thing, just in terms of what it meant for the team and for all the individuals involved, they could have had a chance to get back there. But yeah, he did what he deserved, or what the Lakers fans deserved when he came to LA.
Hey, Beto, I think that the game Philadelphia visits the Lakers on Christmas because LeBron calls Adam Silver and says, okay, listen, I want to be with my family at home on Christmas, and my family's going to stay in L.A. So guess what? Everybody's packing up, and we're going to L.A., and everybody can come to my house for Christmas dinner. But the Lakers hosting the Sixers on Christmas Day, I could see it.
He's an economy. We
Don't
talked
you
about
think
that.
it would be more likely that it would be 76ers Celtics?
It all works.
Oh, yeah, I
That's the
forgot
thing.
about that.
Like there are,
Good
now
point,
that LeBron's
Linus.
there, like any of the Sixers, Knicks is fun. Celtics, Sixers is fun because then you get the Jaylen Brown aspect of it. You still get LeBron against Boston. Like the Sixers become now what I think a lot of us thought Golden State would have become in terms of just the biggest attraction. And it's crazy that LeBron in year 24 can still do that. He can still. It's not Wemby in the Spurs with top billing. It's certainly not Oklahoma City, which is kind of a boring team, as good and as dangerous as they are from a headliner perspective. Like, this is the headline team now, and that part is kind of fun to think about. Just Philly going to each town, not in the same way that the Heatles were when LeBron went to Miami for the first time, or even the way when LeBron came to join the Laker kids. This is a fascinating team immediately, and in a lot of ways, that's a gift to the NBA.
Yeah, and I think I go from, in 15 minutes, really, I think I go from shock over where he's going to, I got to be honest with you guys, to some respect for what he's doing. Going back to Miami.
It's a good team right there.
Right, but going back to Miami, been there, lived it, know the organization, comfortable. Going to Cleveland, hey, the king returns home. Going to Golden State, hey, it's fun, Olympic teammates. We'll have a nice run together for a year, maybe two, but we're not really pursuing a championship per se. Going to Philadelphia takes courage. At this time of your career, 24 years in, going on 42 years old, with a roster that is being rebuilt, with a new front office, it takes some guts and some courage to say, I'm going to do the uncomfortable thing and go to a new city, a new organization, a revamped roster, and I'm going to go there and fit right in, versus going to Cleveland and taking over, going to Miami and being like, hey, I've been here before and I've won a championship. I think I've gone from shock to respect in all of about 15 minutes. What do you think, Mike?
I agree, and I think that it's fun. It is. The only, from a perspective of Los Angeles, the only question is you're looking at the veterans minimum contract that he signed and thinking, well, man, the Lakers have a pretty big hole in the front court, and it would have been nice to plug in LeBron there. That's the spot that they need. So that's the spot that I get in terms of the Lakers having success this season, right? They still have work to do to try and figure out how that's going to evolve. But in terms of the larger picture, Cappy, totally with you. And I myself, I just pulled up, like before you called me, I pulled up the Sixers roster and their salaries, and I'm kind of thinking, okay, here's what the starting lineup will be, and here's the backup rotation. And we had talked about this on Later Talk, Lakers Talk, Geeter and I last week, just thinking, I actually really like Philly after the Jaylen Brown deal, but the depth isn't quite there in the front court. Because behind Jaylen Brown, essentially you had Dean Wade, and then you had Dominic Barlow, and like Jabari Walker, Justin Edwards, like some guys, some length, but not quite enough. And now you just add LeBron basically for free, and it totally makes sense. They've got the depth, and if they can get an Embiid season that mirrors last season, where he doesn't play a ton, but then he starts to get healthier as the playoffs come on. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to see that team play.
Well, LeBron should be accustomed to playing with a big guy who can never stay healthy and can't get off the bench. But again, if you're Philadelphia, what are you thinking? You're thinking, hey, look, you've got LeBron, you've got Jaylen Brown, you're adding to this roster, and we must manage Joel Embiid. We got to make sure that when the postseason comes around, and it doesn't matter if we're the 1 seed or if we're the 6 seed, it doesn't matter. We've got to have our big man healthy, because as we saw last year with the Knicks, Karl Anthony Towns did what he could do and did a great job in certain games at certain times against Wemby. Joel Embiid, Mike, Beto, Bergie, Chris, our whole crew. Joel Embiid, if he's healthy and he's available, he can at least play with those guys.
Absolutely. He's
So-
different. He's huge.
Well, yeah. Here's the thing, though. They need far, far less from Joel Embiid now that they have two of the NBA's still top 15 players that they did not have on their roster last year. Jaylen Brown and LeBron James on top of their backcourt. Edgecombe's going to improve a lot from last year. We all know what Maxey can do. So they really, I think they could benefit most from Embiid essentially playing as a stretch five who just on the perimeter, because he's got great touch from the perimeter. You don't really need to have him go bang around underneath. And then just in defense, just hang back and play, just take up a bunch of space in the paint. You don't have to necessarily go and contest everything. They can far reduce what Joel Embiid needs to do, which when it was just him and Maxey, you still had to run everything through him. And I don't think he's capable of that load because, Cappy, I got the joke with AD, but AD has never had surgery. Anthony Davis just had a bunch of different stuff at various times, kind of little nicks and knacks go off, but he almost always finished the season healthy from a playoff perspective with LeBron. When they won the title, the next year the whole team got hurt, and then when they went to the Western Conference Finals, that's where Embiid can't get to because of the multiple surgeries. But they just don't need him to do that much now. And that's another reason why this is so intriguing. And we're going to hear all about Embiid's health and everything, but I don't know, man, they just kind of need him to shoot jumpers and grab the occasional rebound and block the occasional shot. He can kind of be a role player really now with this new roster for $60 million.
Yep, it's a good. Well, listen, people get $60 million to be average all the time. You can look in right field with the Dodgers, but I just think again, Michael Thompson's going to join us here in a matter of moments. Everybody's giving us their instant reaction. Geeter was here, Ramona's here, Mike Trudell's here now, MT's on the way. But I just think that it is a shocking move because I don't think that any of us really thought. And while Bob Myers today, who was the architect of the Golden State Warriors, while Myers now working, for the group that owns the Sixers, he will get so much of the credit. I just can't help but wonder if LeBron is going to take this amount of money, if there's not something else. I mentioned earlier, Mike, that, he was just at this Fanatics Fest in New York. Michael Rubin, who the owner of Fanatics, is a longtime Philadelphia 76ers fan. He's a Philly guy. And I just wonder if there's something off to the side, like, hey, come to Philly. We'll find a way. You'll make more money through me. I just wonder if there's some side business deals that were motivational for LeBron to say, you know what?
Oh, come on.
Philly's the spot.
Well, I understand, Cappy, where you're going with it. I don't think it's the side business aspect of it. LeBron already has his own empire.
He's a billionaire.
Right? To me, it really is just much more about, and you give the people in Philly credit for this, but it's selling the basketball vision. And as I say that, the basketball vision is obvious. Any of us can look at the roster and see why that would be a spot. It's why I mentioned Minnesota. That's the only other team that is basically ready-made to compete for a championship if you plug LeBron James into it. And they're not a team that was at the point that, say, San Antonio or OKC or the Knicks was at last year. And that's when you would get the whole, he's riding the championship jock, like that type of stuff. It's a team that hasn't yet gotten to that promised land, but is loaded up enough for him to do so, and with the story being new. So that part of it, Cappy, really does all add up.
Great, Mike Trudell. Michael, enjoy the rest of your Friday morning with Annie and the whole family. Thank you for joining us on the Hard Rock Hotline. Mike Trudell, of course, Ball Knower Extreme, hosts Lakers Talk, and is part of the extravaganza here at LA's mega sports station, your home of Lakers basketball, ESPN LA. Now, back to the Hard Rock Hotline, thanks to our friends at Hard Rock Casino Tejon, a man who's won world championships, a man who just handed me 60 pristine Callaway top-shelf golf balls earlier in the week, the one and only Michael Thompson, now joins us. Good morning, MT.
Good, boys. Good to talk to you. Of course, when I heard the news, first thing I thought about is, now, if you're the NBA, what do you do, Morales? Do you send Philadelphia to Boston for Jaylen Brown returns, or you send them here to L.A. for LeBron's return? If you were Commissioner Morales, where would you send Philly for Christmas Day, basically the unveiling of the national TV audience for the NBA.
So Beto made the point that you would do it in Philly because you don't want him getting booed in L.A. But I think the pageantry of him in L.A. on Christmas night is also good. I would like the L.A., but I think Beto makes a great point. Make the Lakers and JJ, who did play with the 76ers at one point, go to Philly and give Philly some love, man.
No, I think it's better for when a major star like Jaylen Brown or LeBron leaves their team, they should go back to their former team's place for the big national game. Doing it in Philly, there's no drama there, but going back to the place that you left or that traded you away with so much drama and so much situations going on, I think that lands for a better TV audience, a better scenario.
I agree, Michael. I said that LeBron will call Adam Silver and say, hey, make sure that I'm playing in L.A. on Christmas because I want to have Christmas at home with my wife and my daughter, and I want to make sure that I'm in L.A. Michael, how long before Bronny joins LeBron in Philadelphia?
That's a great question. Everybody's wondering that. But I really believe Bronny wants to continue to play here. JJ seems to like him. He had another year of experience. He actually played in some primetime minutes last year, and you could see the improvement in this game. So I say keep him here and let Bronny stretch out and branch out on his own. He's a grown man now, and I think he wants to, make his own way. After LeBron got him in the NBA, give him a chance now to make his own path in the NBA. And I think he's good enough to survive in this league for years to come. He's not going to be Shea Gilgeous-Alexander or Kyrie Irving, but he's a solid player. So let him play out of his dad's shadow.
Now, Michael, you and I would talk about when the Lakers were playing Philly about B.J. Edgecombe. You love him. He's a Bahamian, right? He owes you some shoes, all that good stuff. But you would always talk about Embiid, how he's one of the most impressive players you've ever seen when healthy. Why?
For his size, 7'1", almost 300 pounds, the guy can handle the ball like a guard, shoots threes, can post up like Shaq used to and destroy you in the paint. He's a good rim protector when his legs allow him to be. So he's just a complete all-around player. There really has no weakness in his game when he's healthy, when he's 100%. Now, that's very rare that we see that. And unfortunately, injuries always interrupt his great play. But for his size, he's the most talented big man, most complete big man I've ever seen because he can do it all. Shoot from range, dominate in the paint, can play defense, can rebound. He's a good passer. Like I say, he handles the ball like he's a guard. I've never seen a guy at his size be able to do all those things. I know you got Jokic out there, but to me, he has even better interior skills than Jokic, even though Jokic is one of the best we've ever seen.
Hey, Michael, I feel like when we first heard about LeBron going to Philly, I know for me I was shocked because I never really believed Philly was a serious contender. Clearly was wrong. But I've gone from shock to respect. I think it's hard for a guy, especially as great as LeBron is, to be in year 24, go to a completely new city. It would have been easier to go home to Cleveland. He knew Miami. But to go to a completely new city, a completely new organization, I'm going from shocked by the decision to respect for the decision. Were you shocked? And what do you think about what he's doing at this stage of his career?
No, I wasn't shocked. Once they got Jaylen Brown, I knew Philadelphia would be a player in his recruitment because think of his workload. LeBron's going to play 65, 68 games. He could basically be the fourth option on some nights. Think how much energy that could save him. He could just let Tyrese Maxey or Jaylen Brown, or when he's there, Embiid, or sometimes even Edgecombe carry the team, and he can pick his spots. And that's going to save his legs, save his body from a lot of wear and tear over 82-game schedule or 60-game schedule he's going to play, and that's going to keep him fresh for the playoffs. So because of the workload, the lesser workload that he has to go to Philadelphia and do, he doesn't have to carry that team every night. He can pick his spots. So I knew once they got Jaylen Brown, that'll allow him to conserve his energy, conserve his body even more, and for him to go there and accept a lesser role, which he's going to do. And every now and then, he'll emerge and he'll be the star of the night. But that just shows you that all he cares about at this stage of his career is getting that fifth ring. So I respect that a lot.
Do you think that Laker fans should be, and I'm going to put this in quotes, offended that LeBron would play for another franchise for a mere $4 million when he really didn't put that out to the Lakers like, hey, guys, I know that the future is here, and I know that you guys are going to go out and get a big man. I'm willing to play for $4 million, but I want to stay a Laker. Should Laker fans be offended by this? What do you think, Michael?
If any Laker fans were offended, or bothered by LeBron's decision, they're all a bunch of hypocrites and they're idiots. Think about it. How all of us, every one of us, has made a decision, a business decision, to better ourselves, to put ourselves in a better situation, to go to another job that's better for us or for our family. This is all LeBron's doing, putting himself in a better situation. He thinks he can win his 5th ring playing with the Big Four in Philadelphia. And we've all changed jobs. We've all taken another job because we thought it was a better situation for us or for our family. So that's all these athletes are doing, deciding to go work somewhere else because it's better for them and their family. And every one of the Laker fans, I'm sure, who will boo him if they do it, have made that decision for their professional lives. So they boo LeBron because he decided to go work someplace else. They're hypocrites because I'm sure most of us, 99% of us, have done that.
Then why didn't he give the Lakers the discount, Michael?
Why do you give the Lakers what?
Why didn't he give the Lakers the same discount?
Think about it. Where does he have a better chance to win a championship, here or Philly with the Big Four?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it came down to.
Philly in the East is a better spot, yeah.
He wants to win a championship. It didn't come down to money. He's a billionaire. It's not about money. It's about a chance to win that 5th ring, whether it's in Philadelphia, Miami, or Cleveland. He thinks they're closer to getting to the finals than the Lakers are. That's all it is. Let's stop being so offended by and so sensitive about everything.
Well, that's what the words were out of his camp, that he wanted the Lakers to give him a big deal.
Well, I don't believe that at all, because he knows the Lakers could do that, but that would hamstring them and signing other players, and they wouldn't be able to compete with San Antonio and Oklahoma City if they did that. They wouldn't be able to get the players around him that they needed. So, I don't believe that came down to because the Lakers wouldn't pay him at all. I think he just wanted to go to another team that he thinks has a chance to get him to the finals.
Yeah, because he's pursuing a championship, one more before he retires, which, by the way, this is
Good
why
for him. You should.
Right.
Absolutely.
But this is why I didn't understand why Rich Paul told the world he's not ring chasing. Yes, he is ring chasing. And guess what? That's fine. Of course he's ring chasing.
Everybody is.
Right, so don't put that out there.
Yeah. Everybody is. The Warriors are ring chasing too. That's why they wanted him. So is Miami. So is New York. Everybody's ring chasing.
Everybody. Who
be
cares?
offended by that?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I never understood why in this whole conversation over the last 25 days, rather than saying LeBron doesn't think the Lakers have a real chance to win a championship, he's looking at the rest of the Western Conference and he just doesn't think they can build enough of a roster in 1 year or 2 years to get over Oklahoma City and San Antonio. But to say that he's not ring chasing and then to see which team he chose, he is ring chasing. But he should be ring chasing. If he goes to Golden State and he just wants to run up and down and get some exercise, go to the freaking YMCA. You are ring chasing, and it's okay. It's fine. Now let's see what he can do.
Exactly. I mean, I don't understand how anybody or even Rich Paul would worry about what people thought about that, because that's what he's supposed to do. He was supposed to put himself in the best situation to win that 5th ring. So he did the right thing, and anybody who is offended by that just don't understand this business.
But I will take your advice and not be a hypocrite, because I was ready for the LeBron era to end. I was ready for the Lakers to hand this organization off to Luka. And while I look at it now and I go, wait, for $4 million, that's it? LeBron could have stayed with the Lakers and he would have taken $4 million? He wouldn't. But if he would have, I would have said, great. But instead of being offended that LeBron chose not to, I'm like, good. It's time for the Lakers to move on. And good luck, LeBron, in Philadelphia. And in my dream of all dreams, the Lakers play the Sixers in the NBA Finals, and the Lakers win, and LeBron goes off into the sunset. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Hey, that would be the basketball gods. Adam Silver would love that. But obviously San Antonio and Oklahoma and Houston and Minnesota and Denver, they all have those plans too to meet Philadelphia in the finals. So, but yeah, if God wanted to be really entertained, and you always know that he does, you know what? Let's put LeBron against the Lakers in the finals. Can you imagine the ratings for that series?
Oh my goodness, it would be unbelievable. Be absolutely incredible. Wow, what a story today, Michael. You don't even understand. Me and Beto and Morales and Bergie and Lindsay and our whole crew,
like nothing.
Dude, we're taking phone calls this morning. We're like, it's Friday. Let's just screw around. Let's have some fun. And don't you know that before we even get to the digital hour, LeBron on a Friday shocks the world and tells everybody he's going to Philadelphia. We didn't see this one coming today.
Yeah, take phone calls because I'd love to hear what the listeners think about this decision and to see if they understand from a professional level, competitive level, why he made the right decision. Because if they are faulting him or blaming him or criticizing him for this decision, then they don't understand what being a competitor and being and chasing a ring is all about.
MT, I'm going to be at your house in about 45 minutes, okay?
Why, are you picking up golf balls?
No, I just like going to visit Michael because he has a beautiful Lincoln that he drives around. He smokes a cigar, so I'm going to go hang out with him.
Okay.
He don't let me.
No, I got the sheriffs on high alert to make sure to watch for your license plate.
I got the sticker on the truck. Don't worry.
MT, you're the best. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Have a great day,
Michael.
All right, don't lose all those golf balls, Morales.
Oh, I won't, baby. I won't. MT.
All right.
Michael Thompson, Lakers world champion, part of our family here at ESPN LA, made possible on the Hard Rock Hotline, made possible by our friends at Hard Rock Casino Tajon. Meanwhile, we now have a statement from one O'Shea Jackson Jr. We head to our statement desk. He brought us the Sedano statement earlier. Now the O'Shea statement, Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Unfortunately, he can't join because he's on a plane from Detroit, but he says he can be a 76 all he wants. We have 77.
Ooh, way to go, O'Shea.
Nice job, O'Shea. Good job.
I like that.
9:35 on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Always made possible in the digital hour by Jacob and Ronnie. If you're injured in an accident, call Jacob. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Or call jacob.com. Now, these two calls that are still on hold, Funchy Love, are they LeBron-oriented?
Line two is.
Hold on. Line number one has been on hold for an hour.
And you know who that is?
Who?
That's Stinky Pete, who called back.
Okay, we'll get Stinky Pete. Then
The
we'll
other
go to
one's
line
Walrus.
two.
It's
then
Walrus.
Then we'll get Walrus. And we are going to open up the lines and do more. We might not do the Lindsay segment in Funchy Love it today, just because, obviously, the breaking news. What are you mad about?
I'm not mad.
No, he's not. He said wave it off.
That's
like,
fine.
yeah, wave
That's
it
fine.
Wave
I agree
this.
with you.
Wave this.
At 10 o'clock, I will.
877-710-ESPN in the digital hour. We'll open up the lines. LeBron reaction. I'm looking for a LeBron call. But we begin with Stinky Pete. And Stinky Pete, don't be line one. Stinky Pete, what city are you in?
Yo, Stink.
We'll put him back on hold. You had him on hold for an hour. Maybe he wasn't ready.
Probably fell asleep.
Sleeping, yeah.
We'll get back
right.
to Stinky Pete. But now, friend of the show, a man who shared a churro with me not too long ago, the one and only Walrus Encino. Walrus, instant reaction. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is proof for all the haters that you were part of the reason why this man left town, okay? He would have been willing to take a minimum in L.A. to stay with his family, to stay with the team he's been with the longest of any of the three teams in his career. If you actually, at least in terms of one stretch, if you didn't just run the guy out of town, and the whining has already started. Yep, I'm with Funch there in the chat. Those who like to claim that, he's never going to be Kobe, I'm a Kobe person. Kobe respected LeBron. I would imagine he probably loved LeBron. And anyone who would have stood in front of Kobe Bryant and disrespected LeBron would have gotten the 5-mile stare. Okay, so I'm not shocked, but I am surprised because I thought the guy wanted to kind of enjoy the last year or two of his career, and Golden State would be the place for that. Golf, wine, Steph. But he wants to win. It's a high-risk, high-reward move, man, because obviously if they win, 43-year drought, he will be a legend in Philadelphia. If they don't win, though, if they don't at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals, he's going to hear it from those people, and he's going to hear it from all the haters across the country, including the biggest haters, which are in this town, which will never make sense to me because he did bring a championship to this town when the team looked awful. He saved the team, and I will always believe that. And honestly, I wish him well. I really do, because I respect him. You all have a great day.
Yep,
Thank you, Walrus and Encino.
You're right about this, Walrus.
Good call, Walrus. Quality call.
It's an outstanding call. If
Rack 'em.
LeBron goes to Philly and they are not a championship caliber team, he will get ripped forever for being a ring chaser, which I'm telling you, I think that's what you should be. But he will get ripped forever for, really, at the end of your career, you went to another team that was stacked and loaded, and you guys didn't even really compete for a title. If that happens, he will get ripped forever, and he'll hear it forever. Like, why would a guy still be playing all these years later with everything that he's already proven? Why would he do this? Why is he just chasing, and why is he jumping teams? But on the other hand, if he goes to Philadelphia and does in Philly what happened last year in New York, where a downtrodden organization that hasn't won in ages all of a sudden comes back and wins a championship, and he's on the roster, and maybe he's the leader. You talk about the legend going from what it currently is to what it will be. You're exactly right, Walrus. The risk and the reward are there. It is a risky move, but if they are successful, the reward will be massive that he went to his fourth team and won his fourth title.
So I want to say sorry about that, Beto. One thing that he said right at the beginning is that he would have taken a lesser deal here in Los Angeles. We sat here for weeks, months, maybe even talking about it with Sedano, that it's disrespectful to offer him just the veterans minimum, which was around $15 million. So everything that we were talking about for months was that he would not take money, and if less here, and that if we did offer it to him, it was disrespectful to him. You argued it over and over, Cappy.
Mm-hmm.
So less than $4 million, $3.88 in another space. It's great that he did it, and he's not looking at the money, but that was not going to happen here. He was not going to do that, and I think that's the biggest point of that.
That was before free agency started, though. Because by the time he said that he wasn't going to stay with the Lakers, everyone had already built their teams.
But in some ways, guys, when you don't feel respected, and I'm going to contend to you that LeBron did not feel respected at the end of his career with the Lakers. They'd moved on from him. They'd found his replacement, and they really
he should understand that. You're going to find a 25-year-old in his prime or a 41-year-old.
Yeah, but remember, Wendy said actions over words, and it behooves the Lakers, because the Lakers are all about their stars and treating their stars well, that the breakup between them and LeBron be amicable, because he said it would impact their future business forever, because nobody's going to want to be the team that drove LeBron out of town.
And and what was said earlier was, and I think it was Ramona who said, this was as clean of a breakup as there could be, when it could have turned very ugly very quickly. But
no
the
alimony.
Lakers,
Alimony.
The Lakers allowed LeBron to break up with them rather than them having to break up with him. And so, look, I think that when you get to this stage of your career, you would think most people would be winding it down. What he's doing, in my opinion, is he's actually got some rage. He's got some fire. He's got a lot of fight left inside of his heart.
That's why I don't believe that when he says that, this was going to be my last year. I really thought it was my last game. Yeah, right.
Right. I don't buy that either.
He's got too much burning still.
Right. But here's the thing, Beto. When you get fired from a job, you want to stick it to the old company, or you want to stick it to the team, or you hear guys, hey, I wasn't
took his
drafted.
ball and left. That's what he did. He took his ball and left. Oh, you don't like me anymore? Okay, I'm gone.
I agree with you.
I hope Rich Paul keeps the same energy on the Mind the Game podcast. Like, I want to hear him rip the 76ers in the construction of what they're at when they're not playing well. Like, he went all in on the Lakers. You better do that with the Sixers.
I agree with you. He took his ball and he left, but I'm just here to tell you that rather than taking the money that rather than taking the same money from the Lakers and just being comfortable, he's doing something uncomfortable, because I'm guessing that inside of him, there's this burning that says, I'm going to stick it to those guys. Rather than give them this massive discount, I'll go play for another team, be completely unpredictable. I'll go play for Philadelphia for less money, and I'm going to – because here's the thing. Success is the best revenge. Just everybody hold on to that for 1 second. Success is the best revenge. And if LeBron James can go to Philadelphia and succeed, that is revenge on the Lakers for not showing him the love that he wanted. And so I think LeBron has a burn inside of him that says, I could have taken the money from you guys. I could have stayed here. I could have been comfortable. I could have helped this team. Screw you guys. I'll go somewhere else and do it somewhere else.
If you're only worried about what the Lakers did to you in the last season, then that's not LeBron, man.
Petty.
His thing, he needs to worry about winning a title. Right? Because if he doesn't win a title in Philly, it's going to be the only organization that he doesn't win a ring with. That's his right there. He could go down with his legacy of everywhere he went, he made them a champion. So if he doesn't win in Philly, and never in more than 30-something years, Philly's won, right? And he changes it up. LeBron, look, I'm looking at covers.com, right? Mm-hmm. LeBron has now brought the odds for the Sixers to win the title down to 900. This morning, they were at 2,500. I mean, if you bet 100, you win 900 with LeBron. Before him, it was 2,500. And before Jaylen Brown got there, it was 7,000. So in the span of a month, the Sixers have gone to become one of the favorites to win the NBA title. Of course, LeBron is an economy. I love watching LeBron play, especially if he's going to be in this role with Embiid and Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, we haven't talked about. But all the eyes are going to be on Philly, and it's a hell of a sports town. You better succeed, and you better not have, whose team is this? What Eagle is this? They all have to learn how to get along right now because it's essentially a brand new team.
Does this team actually do any? If Joel Embiid, like he typically does, is injured, how far do they go?
He's injured. They go, maybe.
They don't basically. Do they win a title if Joel Embiid is injured?
No.
You need
no.
Right.
You,
and
you
that's
have to have Embiid.
I don't have it in front of me because my laptop is broken. But
because you spilled coffee all over it.
I spilled coffee all over it. But if you go back and look, I'm sure he's barely played. When was the last time he played 60 games? I don't think he even has. Maybe
last year, Embiid played less than 40. I want to say 30.
And they still swept the defending champs.
Yeah, well, Boston was all over the place.
Boston was the Boston.
Yeah, Boston was not Boston.
Yeah.
Well, and now Philadelphia is half of
38
Boston.
games.
Oh, wait, I love this too, by the way, because now all of a sudden Lindsay's now. Oh, and they still swept Boston. They're going to be so good.
Last
Are
time
you a
Embiid played-
76er fan now?
No, I just think that Philly's way better than the Lakers.
The
last
but
time
you
Embiid
said lame when
it
it
is
happened.
lame.
Last
But
time
I just-
Embiid played 60-plus games, 2022-23, 66 games.
That was a while ago.
But if he plays 50, it's weird because in the playoffs, he was averaging 20 and 10, I think it was like that. Or was
He
it?
was amazing in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
Who knows if he'll stay?
But you know who
stay
never
healthy,
won a
but-
title in Philly? Iverson.
That's right.
Iverson never won a title.
Yeah,
Well, they haven't won a title since 1983.
Yeah.
You think they're going to put a statue right next to Rocky if he wins?
Yes, I already said that. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
They gave Nick Foles a statue.
Really?
No.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Nick Foles has a statue.
No, he
Where?
doesn't.
In front of Lincoln,
Oh,
Financial
in front of the
Field.
stadium.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not next to Rocky. No.
No. That's at the library.
But he really has a statue at the link. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, the
As
Philly
he should.
special, dude.
As he should.
Philly
Meanwhile,
special.
let's get Stinky Pete. Is he ready now?
He's there. He said he was there.
Oh, Stinky Pete. What city you in, Stinky Pete? What's going on? What's up, Stinky Pete?
Hey guys, I'm in Oceanside currently. My reception's kind of choppy, but
oh, that's
happy
great
Friday.
for us, you scumbag.
Yeah, so this LeBron thing, man. As a Laker fan, born and bred, I don't like it, but whatever. Do your thing. I don't think they're gonna win, and I think Walker Kessler is gonna give Embiid the work all season long.
Oh, Stinky Pete. Why
Wow,
do they
Stinky,
call you?
this phone call stinks.
Well, hold on. Why do they call you Stinky Pete? Oh, he hung up? That was it?
An hour and 10 minutes for that?
For that? Stinky
His-
Pete,
he
really?
Probably his phone cut out. Remember, he had bad reception.
Sedano wins that round.
That round, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
We were doing so well
I
until
was going to
Stinky
ask
Pete.
him why he was called Stinky Pete.
I know, but the thing is, Walrus was so good that Walrus makes up for Stinky Pete being so bad.
Now, Walrus is getting ripped, though, in the YouTube chat for his
For
call.
what?
I thought it was a quality call.
So
but
did
obviously,
I.
Walrus is a LeBron apologist,
Yes,
which
he
is
is.
okay.
There was
But-
a lot
yes,
of
he is.
falsities in there.
Oh, there were.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
is this Stinky Pete again?
Fudge just answered, "What's your name, honey?"
He said, "What? What's your name? What?"
He said, "What's your name, honey? What's your name, honey?"
Aw. Are we going to the ladies' line? Oh my!
What do we got, Funch?
Come on,
Got a lady
Lobo.
on the line. That's why.
Thank you,
B
yeah.
from L.A.
B from LA.
Number one.
All right, good morning, B. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. First time caller.
Well, beautiful, B. Thank you so much. I'm sorry you had to talk to Funchy, but that's just the way things go sometimes.
Oh, Funch is great. I'm calling because I'm getting so sick of everyone saying that LeBron had choices. The Lakers didn't want LeBron. They didn't need him there any longer. They wanted to move on. And the other teams that didn't take him might have been in the same boat. So, he's a great player, but he's drama. And that's why the teams don't want him. So I just, it's like I hear Cappy say that, they wanted him and LeBron made the decision. I think the Lakers let him walk away.
I agree.
I think you're right, B.
Yeah, I love you guys. I love all the shows. I listen to them all day, but the LeBron thing is just like, I think they didn't want him, and the other teams may not have wanted him. He may not have had a choice but to go to Philly. So good luck to him, and I think the Lakers are going to be great.
That's a good job, B. Thank you so
really
much.
good
That's a good call.
That's a
All
real
right,
good
meanwhile,
call.
time for the Hard Rock Casino hotline. We'll go back to it thanks to Hard Rock Casino Tejon. Now, Evan Cohen cares very much that he is heard in the Sedano and Cap Saturday special, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. after Dr. Clapper. Now, obviously, based on what happened today, we might still try to work in some of the funny stuff from earlier in the show, a Schwanzaholic Friday, while we were taking phone calls all morning long, having fun. Then LeBron drops this bomb on a Bundad Friday. I'm getting ready to leave early to go be with Otis the Bunny. Now I'm going to be here making promos, but that's okay. But we want to make sure Evan's still in the Saturday best of, which means we need fresh material. That is why on a Friday, Evan Cohen joins us again for his second appearance this week on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show in the digital hour, no less. Good morning, Evan Cohen.
I love that I'm only on to ensure my place on Saturday's special. That's amazing.
Well, also, we need a ball knower extreme to give us instant reaction to LeBron now being a 76er.
I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. Like, I did not see this coming. I was driving. I just texted Morales because, he texted me, and I've been driving for a while, and I had a couple of calls I had to make, literally personal stuff. And then I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'm absolutely shocked because not that I didn't think that Philly was a good option. It's more so because it's the one that puts the most pressure on him. Like, by far. This is the one where you better actually win it all. Right? I mean, if you go to Miami, which is where I thought he should have gone, if you go to Miami, you're not the best player on the team and you've already won it there. Okay, so if you don't win it all, it's kind of the Pat Riley, like, oh, I closed the loop, the swan song kind of thing, which that's what I wanted, right? All right, Cleveland. Literally, LeBron could have sat there and said, I'm just here for the summer of Schwanz. And it not matter. Like, literally, it wouldn't have mattered what he did in Cleveland because, like, he came home, right? Then, if you think about it, Golden State. Golden State would have been, understandably so, hey, I've got a 12-year-old daughter still in school, and I want to fly back and forth, and the moments that I'm not with my daughter and my wife, I want to hang out with my friends. Okay, like, again, understandable. There's only one that he has no connection to whatsoever that makes him have to win it all. Like, this is about a fourth championship, or fourth different team winning a championship. This is in some ways, I bet, him saying, you know what, Michael couldn't do it with the Wizards, I'm going to do it with the Sixers, right? Which I don't think is apples to apples, but nonetheless, I bet you part of that goes through his mind. This one puts the most pressure on him. Long soliloquy, I know. Let me add one other thing. I don't think anyone should be discounting, and Bergio like this, the UCLA product in all of this, and that is Bob Myers, because that's where it all starts. Bob Myers goes and plays at UCLA, becomes an agent, becomes an executive with the Warriors, helps build an unbelievable franchise, and then goes to the sports group that owns the Sixers and the Commanders and the Devils and a soccer team, and they get Daryl Morey, who stinks at winning, out of there. Bob Myers in. What does he do? He hires Mike Gansey to be the general manager. Where did he come from? Cleveland.
Akron,
interesting.
actually.
College team. What?
He's from Akron, actually. They're buddies, hie school.
I mean, this whole like
Sorry.
Like, it wasn't great. It wasn't great timing.
Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to do. No, it's from 45 minutes from Cleveland. It's a small town.
They go. I'm making a point. They go back further than their time with the Cavs. That's
right.
what.
I mean, clearly there's a build-up going. I mean, I even gave the heads up that like I'm almost done, but let me do the dismount.
Mm-hmm.
So how do boy? Hey, it's from Cleveland. Then they got Jaylen Brown. Okay, and now LeBron James. So, all right, have a good day, everybody. Okay, how you guys doing?
Ev, listen, Lindsay is very, very strict when it comes to her Ohio, geography and history.
No, it's just
of
notable.
Relationships.
I think it's notable that Bob Myers, part of the genius in Bob Myers, is going and getting the assistant GM of the Cavs, who LeBron played high school basketball with at St. Vincent St. Mary in Akron. That's a big part of it. That's one of the things people were talking about.
I don't believe that is true. I don't believe that they played together on the same team.
Well, they were there together.
No,
this is now a point of information.
So.
Okay. Well,
no,
maybe
I think they were both in Northeast Ohio at the same time.
Okay.
So if we're going to do the correcting of each other, Lindsay Baseball, now you better be accurate. So now someone has to double check that Mike Gansey and LeBron James. It's the only thing that people around the Southland are thinking about right now. Did Mike Gansey and LeBron James play high school basketball in Cleveland together?
No, in
Akron.
Cares
about it.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
All right.
Oh, they didn't. Interesting.
I'm thinking of Brandon Weems. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Well,
wow.
Now we really got to stretch this out for this. If we're going to edit that out before the
no
best.
No edit. Leave it.
Meanwhile, let's just space it out with something that I know Evan and I both love.
66 WNBC.
All right, go ahead, Evan.
Yeah, Ev, take us to the finish line, Ev.
What?
Amazing. Evan, I'm with you, though. In the end, a shocking development that on a Friday, LeBron makes this announcement, and we all thought happiness means Golden State because he can fly home to L.A., happiness means he can go home to Cleveland and he can return a hero. Happiness means he can go to Miami, play with Giannis, maybe fix that relationship with Pat Riley, be in a familiar place. Nobody saw Philadelphia as real. Bob Myers, everybody's giving Bob Myers immediate credit. The fact of the matter is that LeBron James is doing something so utterly uncomfortable going into year 24, almost 42 years old. He's going to go to a new franchise in a new city with an updated roster, and he's going to go for it. He's smart enough to know that he got a better chance to win in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, and staying with the Lakers was not even remotely an option for this price because LeBron was not welcome back.
Yeah, and Cappy, that was surprising. I guess he looked at the Lakers as pig vomit in this case because, I mean, I just thought, and I even said it today on our show, I said on SportsCenter, I was like, at what point do you sit there and say, wait, you're not signed with anyone? Like, Lakers, I know their roster spots are filled, but there's other things they want to do. Like, do we just – I literally played it out. Like, do we just have dinner and just, like, kind of talk for a little bit and see what happens? And doesn't mean we have to get back together, but, like, all they did was announce that he wasn't coming back. But if you don't sign anywhere, you still could have come back, right? Like, that's where we were at with this. That's what I thought maybe would happen. I compared it to if two people are single at a certain point in their lives, whatever point that would be, and they were high school sweethearts. Like, at some point to those two people who maybe never had a falling out, they just moved to different cities or whatever it is, did they just say to each other, like, yo, should we just, like, grab dinner and just, like, have a really long talk at dinner and, like, maybe we go our separate ways afterwards or maybe we don't, but do we kind of just owe it to each other to wonder, like, was that kind of the best thing we ever had, right? And that's what I thought we may be getting to with the Lakers here and LeBron. And I was like, what's happening? What else? What other moves need to be made? And the reality is it doesn't sound like any moves needed to be made. He just decided on Philadelphia. But I really do believe – or do you want to say, like, you know, Southern Jersey, Northern? I just want to make sure, Lindsay, I'm close enough to Philadelphia. Is it actually in Philadelphia or is it near Philadelphia?
I'm not familiar with that area.
Is it Atlantic City? Okay. So I do wonder through all of this if – I hate saying this because I'm mad that he's not on my team. In a way, is it should we be complimenting LeBron for taking on what seems to be the biggest challenge with the biggest upside and the biggest downside?
100%. Evan, I said it moments ago. I was shocked, and it
no,
took me 15
Lindsay said it was minutes ago, not moments ago. She wants to correct you on that.
Gotcha. I started with shock, and 15 minutes into it, I was like, wow, I have no choice but to have massive respect for what he's doing. Massive respect. Because it takes a lot of courage to be at this point of your career and say, I'm going to go try something completely new in a new city, in a new franchise, with new teammates, with a new fan base. I'm going to go try and win a championship with an organization I got no history with at all. And an organization that hasn't won a championship since the early 80s. You got to respect LeBron for having the courage.
Cappy,
yo,
do you think Jalen Brunson impacted this? In other words, do you think he watched Jalen Brunson become the king of New York with the fact that they hadn't won it forever and was like, yo, that's kind of cool. I kind of like that storyline.
I could see LeBron saying to himself, the Lakers do not have a championship roster. The Eastern Conference gives me a more realistic shot. I liked what the Knicks did where they became a championship team after being, 50 years of not being championship caliber, having opportunities along the way but never finishing the job. And the Sixers, the last time they won a championship, that's like a Dr. J team in the early 80s, and I know LeBron loves Dr. J. So the notion of I can go win there because they've already built a great roster and I can just go add to it, I could see LeBron loving what the Knicks did last year and how Jalen Brunson became a star. Yeah, I could see that.
I'm eating 10-calorie Jello while we're doing this. Just wanted to point
What
that
flavor?
out. No big deal.
Nice.
It's a good question. I get like cherry, strawberry, and black cherry.
Oh, beautiful.
I used to get raspberry. I don't think raspberry is that great.
By the
I
way,
don't like raspberries.
earlier in the show, we took calls, and I told everybody that you and I are going to take calls Tuesday for your weekly segment, and we're going to do What's Your Favorite Color? Call in.
I like that.
Hey, guys,
I like
first
that.
time, long time, yellow, bye. Is it going to go like that?
No, Cappy, this is important because I have a response. If you're an LA sports fan, you can't say yellow. You've got to say gold because then you're not. Then you're kind of crapping on the Lakers. Like it's purple and gold. Like, see, that's why favorite color is a good topic because it actually gives an indication into the person's mindset around sports.
If somebody called and said Soul, though, they would be talking about the Rams new jerseys that were unveiled last night.
We will take those calls Tuesday at 8 a.m. during our normal Evan Cohen segment. We will do What's Your Favorite Color as we try to incorporate some calls into the Summer of Schwantz.
Okay.
Speaking of a man who doesn't like calls, and I said that his stretch from Italy would hit us today. Now on the line, and Evan, stay there.
My.
I want you to together.
Wow.
The one and only George Sedano on the Hard Rock Casino Tahone hotline from Italy, where I believe it is afternoon right now. Good morning, one George Sedano.
Good afternoon, good evening. I'm back in France, back at the hotel. I figured it'd be easier to call you from here. So I called back. I knew LeBron would do this on the day I would be almost impossible big reach, but and I also figured I'd call you guys with a minute left in the show just to annoy Cappy a little bit.
Wait a minute, you're in Italy or you're in France? I thought you were in Italy.
He's in the south of France.
I was in Italy. I don't know if you realize this, but there's trains that connect the countries.
Well, I didn't know you were taking a train to France today. I didn't know that.
You know, Sedano has traveled he's traveled so much that in the last week, I was texting him while he was in Milwaukee. Then Morales said, "Are you going to see him in New York?" And I was like, "I think he's in Milwaukee." And now he's in France and Italy. Do you have like a high-speed rocket ship that you and your family get around with? I'm fascinated by it. How do you get everywhere so quickly?
So quickly. It took me 16 hours to get from New York to France yesterday. But that was. We were only in a couple in each place for a few days, and Italy is only a 40-minute train ride. The Italian Riviera is right next to the French Riviera.
And you have said, George, many of times you believe Milwaukee is more aesthetically pleasing than Italy. Is that correct?
Yeah, all the time. That's what I say all the time. Yeah, you know me. So anyway, Cappy, what are you gonna say about LeBron? I'm curious.
Well, what I've said so far is I was shocked at the beginning, and now I instantly go into respect for this late in your career to go to a new organization, new roster, et cetera, to take this sort of a risk. I can't help but respect it. You know, I mean, to go play for $4 million and not play for the Lakers for that amount of money and go, you know what, screw you guys. You guys don't love me. You guys don't want me. I'll go play somewhere else. And I'll say one last thing, George, which is that when Rich Paul said that LeBron James is not ring chasing, I don't know what's wrong with ring chasing. I'd ring chase, and I think this move is a basketball move that says this is the place that gives me the best chance to win another title before I retire. And to me, that is ring chasing. But there's nothing wrong with ring chasing. So I have respect for what LeBron is doing.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, Dave McMenamin said this on NBA Today a while back when I was, I don't know, maybe in Chicago, maybe in Milwaukee, maybe in New York, Evan. But it was what he said was, you know, LeBron broke the Cleveland curse, right? You know, LeBron kind of helped stabilize the Lakers. You know, LeBron at that time in Miami kind of reignited the Heat, no pun intended. And now he gets to potentially be part of a Philly team that hasn't won a title since 1983. While I don't love the fourth team as something on his resume necessarily, if it ends up in a title, I mean, why the hell would I? You know, who the hell am I to say it wouldn't be significant, especially when you consider the fact that they haven't won one in 40-something years.
Can I just, and maybe you guys are going to say this is semantics, but I don't. In my head, it's not. I would be the first to rip LeBron if he doesn't go to my team. Okay. The reality is, this is chasing a ring, not ring chasing. Let me explain the difference. Ring chasing for me would be going to the Knicks, Spurs, or Thunder. That's like, oh, it's like we're an inch away. This is chasing a ring, which would be more of like, it's going to be a journey. It's not going to be that easy immediately. And I just think, like, if you were to go to the Knicks, Thunder, or Spurs, that's ring chasing. This is chasing a ring. Again, maybe it's semantics, but I do think there's a difference.
No, I get it. I get it. You're splitting hairs, but there is nuance to it. You're right. If he goes to those three teams, that's it. Like, they are instant favorites. All of a sudden, it's like Durant, even though Durant was way younger, but it's more Durant goes to the Warriors than it would be this. This is a team that hasn't won anything, as I mentioned, in 43 years, right? So I think that, to your point, he's also on a team that you can't really count on the center to be healthy, although now you can kind of rest him even further, I think, and make sure he's actually healthy in the playoffs. And the other thing is, and I know Greg asked me for my statement earlier. I don't know if you read it on the air, but Bob Myers continues to be arguably the greatest executive in all of sports. I mean,
I compared him to Theo Epstein.
He went on
He's the closest thing to Theo Epstein.
Well, I would say Andrew Friedman is right up there with anyone. Theo Epstein is probably in the conversation too. But Bob is right there. There's a reason Bob is running all of the Josh Harris empire, and he's not just at the Golden State Warriors anymore with a little pit stop in between at ESPN. And the fact, I got to know Bob a little bit. I mean, you spend any time with that guy and you get it because he's just a regular guy. Like, he's easy to relate to, and he has a clear vision when he talks to you about anything. So I could totally understand it. Like, I get it. I think the East is way more fascinating than the West now by a long shot. The top of the West is still where the power is with those two teams in OKC and San Antonio, and we'll see where the Lakers fall in there. But the East is way more interesting to me now.
I tend to agree with you, and I thought to myself, if he leaves and goes to Cleveland, okay, I'm not really thinking I'm going to watch too much. Same goes for Miami.
Well, Cleveland, let's be honest. Can I jump in here? Cleveland was the worst of the options, arguably. Like, in the East, for sure. Again, he was going to have to play with James Harden and Donovan Mitchell at the end of his career with an Evan Mobley who sometimes plays well, other times doesn't. Like that, he was going to have to carry that team in a way he wouldn't have had to have carried Philadelphia or Miami in that conversation. And honestly, probably wouldn't have had to have carried Golden State even the way he's going to have to carry Cleveland at the end. So there is zero surprise he didn't end up in Cleveland, despite all the cupcake rumors and bakery rumors and all the rumors coming out of Northeast Ohio.
Is that Akron or Cleveland, just to be clear?
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
you,
Good
Linz.
follow-up, Captain.
Thank you, Linz. Yeah.
Well, this has been an extravaganza.
It has been wild. First half of the show,
it was just
taking calls and
it was
Schwanzaholic
Friday.
Right. I know, what are you guys doing taking calls? Is this really what you guys really miss me that bad? You got to take calls?
Well, we miss you,
We're
and
doing
I think
it Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. Evan and I are taking
favorite
calls.
color.
What's your favorite color?
Good Lord.
Well, listen. I think that one of the things.
Question, George.
One of the things that makes us. Yeah, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
So one of the things that differentiates us, and I know you and I have had this conversation before, is we can take calls. And that's still something that the power of ESPN OA has. Now, they got to be quality calls, and they don't need to be hacky, although today there were some Schwanz hacks, but that's okay.
But it was 60-40 good calls today versus
was.
bad calls.
And so
60%.
once in a while,
we can 60-40 is not a good enough ratio for me. Like, you got to tell me, like, this is going to be like 90-10 for me to be wanting to take calls.
But listen, George, this may
By
be...
the way, you guys may be onto something. I like the idea, not to just, it has nothing to do with me, but I'm just throwing this out there. What if Cappy and Morales have like 5 minutes of calls and Sedano gets to grade the calls? So, like, you don't have to demean yourself and participate. You just grade George as to, you know what? That person deserved to be on. Maybe Cappy didn't, but that person,
George,
so-and-so in L.A. did.
It's a great idea.
Sedano
It should be like...
calls.
Evan, it should be like the slam dunk contest when the judges put up a 10 or a 9 or an 8. Sedano has cards in front of him, and he grades the call. That was an 8.2. Like he's judging like gymnastics in the Olympics.
I like it. And we definitely
tell
can
me when that's going to be. I will listen and watch that every week. That's the greatest segment ever.
Yeah, well, and we could get a partner behind that. So that's what we'll do. And maybe it'll be in the digital hour. Maybe it'll be just random. We'll figure it out. But I like that idea, Evan. That's why they call you. the vice president of content for Good Karma Brands.
Hey, congratulations.
Wait,
It's a
George,
nice
would
title.
you do that? Would you be, as Cappy said, the slam dunk judge, judging the calls?
Yeah, I mean, let's not get carried away. We can do it like once in a blue moon. You know what I mean? Like, I still don't want to take calls.
Well, blue is your favorite color, so I like
That
it.
is
Once
true.
in a blue
Now,
moon.
what if we do it in the digital hour once in a while, and then you could leave early, and we'll just take calls for a few minutes?
Oh, that'd be great. You could take them. If that allows me to leave early, I'll do that in a heartbeat.
See? We're
Then we
making
can
things
talk all
work.
the schvons we want.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Tocayo, I'm back from Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Sedano, producer Jorge's back. He got back from Chino.
Were you in Akron or
More like,
Cleveland?
I was in Akron.
Órale, Tocayo.
Tocayo, I'm back from Cleveland. Akron, to be exact.
He told us they don't use bar soap in Chino anymore, liquid soap.
Yeah, it's all liquid now.
So they make them instead of birria tacos, they make beer tacos. over there.
That's right.
All right.
Wait,
Well,
did you guys see this? Wait, there's another piece of news. Seriously, did you guys see this? I guess Shams has reported that there's a thought that maybe LeBron would live in New York and just commute back and forth to Philly. Which
Well,
is what I
JJ
thought the
Redick
Golden
used to do
State-
that. He lived in Brooklyn and
Yeah.
commuted by helicopter to Philly.
oh, wow.
Sedano, seriously, do you think that does that change at all your reaction to this, knowing it kind of makes even more sense because he gave us that hint that he wanted to play for the Knicks? Or, I'm sorry, Rich Paul did, not LeBron. LeBron hasn't said anything. Like maybe the New York part
I
of
don't
the
know.
underrated part of it?
I didn't see what Rich said. As you know, I've been jet setting across the world. So I haven't been locked into the Game Over podcast. No offense.
Evan, maybe you should invite LeBron to take a room in your compound. What do you think about that?
He's at Hibachi next year.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. He's at the hibachi dinner
have
next
that
year.
guy with the super soaker of booze shoot it in LeBron's mouth.
Hey, right, red wine.
Speaking of red wine, let me tell you something. I just bought a half a case of red wine for like 35% of what it would cost in the U.S.
Of course.
How are you going to get it back here, though?
And we're drinking it all over the next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
That's nice.
Wait, so George, I don't know how this works. Are you allowed to then bring it with you to like dinners and stuff?
Yeah, or you just have it on the balcony here at the hotel. They got a beautiful view, and it's nice. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, they have
you could always bring it to a restaurant. They'll uncork it for you.
Yeah, they have cork fees in Europe.
Really?
Evan.
I didn't know that.
What? You don't know about corkage?
He doesn't drink.
Oh, that's true.
He doesn't drink.
Yeah, that's true. But I used to drink a lot, so I know about corkage. So, All right, this was a great ending to the show. Thank you,
Yeah, it
Evan
was.
Cohen, for the
Nice job,
extra
Evelyn.
appearance.
Way to
This
go,
will
Ev.
definitely be in the Saturday special tomorrow. George Sedano, live
good.
from France. We miss you. We can't wait till you're back when the Summer of Schwans officially ends for your return on August 6th.
Hey, wait, George. Have a safe trip. Bring me back
Yeah.
something French.
All right,
Will
guys.
do.
Have
Will
a
do.
great day.
I don't even know what that means. What happened?
I know.
George knows what it means. It's a bit on the show.
God.
It's a good bit. I like it.
Hey, can I just say one thing before we
Please,
get out
no.
of here?
Please, no.
Let's get out of here, bro.
Let
It's
me just say one
10-12.
thing. Let me say one
Say
thing.
goodbye.
Beto, honestly, I thought you left a long time
There
ago.
was a lot of voices, so I know when to step out, man.
Hey, what an amazing 24 hours to go from the Rams reveal into the LeBron news.
Yep.
This is what sports is in L.A., and I just wanted to say we as sports fans should be grateful for these kinds of storylines. That's all I wanted to say. That's it. I hope everybody has a great weekend.
All right, Sunday, me and Geeter at Rams camp.
Yes,
There you
indeed.
go.
Don't
With
miss
me,
that.
I'll be there with you.
3
Let's
to
go,
6
Berg.
p.m.
Heck yeah.
Come on, Bergie.
Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday morning at 7 a.m. for the Sedano and Cap morning show.
Let's get it,
Who's
Berg.
doing the show Monday?
Beto.
Oh, Beto's back again.
Yep.
Come on, Beto.
Welcome, Beto.
We'll see you
See.
Monday.